gotta jump into it. So, for posterity's sake, we lost audio on our previous live stream. So we are back now. Hopefully it is fixed. Crossing fingers.
Yeah, the problem is it's so hard for me to find it. So what were we talking about, by the way? We were talking about Joel on a plane.
Yep, we were talking about Joel McHale on a plane because there's another. Yes, I do remember you from the live stream when I was live streaming the weather outside. Now you can actually see my face. I wasn't showing my face that day. I was just kind of live streaming the weather. Welcome to our New Year's Eve hangout. Hope you are doing well and you have great holidays. When I was live streaming the weather.
We got audio again.
Yay, audio's back. Sorry, we had to end our previous live stream because we lost our audio, but we're back and hopefully this continues. So if you guys, if we lose our audio, please feel free, leave us a message and we will fix it. We'll figure it out.
Semi-unstable internet.
Yeah.
So it's the joy of living in the mountains.
We have big plans which we're going to get to for next year, which hopefully will help our live streams because we love doing live streams and hanging out, but we need a little bit of a better setup. So as we were talking about, Joel McHale on a plane, and I just thought it was really funny that I didn't recognize him at all, but he got to have a really good conversation with him.
Yep.
And that was really cool, and that was like our first major celebrity encounter. We've flown with some other like B-list actors, maybe D-list actors, I don't know, they work for Tyler Perry. And we had to listen to them the whole flight talk about how COVID was really hard for them and they didn't appreciate getting COVID swabbed. As someone who worked in the healthcare field and worked during COVID, I get it. I get it. It wasn't fun.
But you see a lot of like celebs when you go from LA to Atlanta, just because Atlanta has a big movie studio, and then LA obviously has a huge Hollywood presence. So you just get the opportunity to see a bunch of people when you're flying, and it's been fun. Honestly, other than in December, we did really good with upgrades and stuff too. We either flew first class or got upgraded to it, which was definitely nice. Seeing as much as we fly, it was just nice being able to have a little bit of extra room. And
Hashtag thank you Delta, but could you please keep these upgrades coming next year? Because you know, your girl can't fly in the back of the plane. It's rough back there. They need to make the back of the plane better. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, they need to make coach better. And I think we'll all agree that coach could be better. We pay a lot of money to fly.
Yeah. So April.
So
it should be
we flew home.
May.
We flew home and then
Macy's recapping the year month by month.
And Keanu Reeves was on the plane with us in the row, like we were in first class.
Across the way.
Yeah, we were in first class, so he was in the row one over.
Yeah, he was just right across the way.
Which was a little surreal too, because Gary really loves Keanu Reeves, like that's one of his favorite actors. And
I mean, Matrix is my favorite movie, so he's in the Matrix, so
that was really cool. And we didn't talk to him or anything, but it was just interesting to be on a flight with celebrities. Like that's always just interesting to me. And then we went back to Florida. We have some hot spots that we hit this year. It was Vegas, LA, and Florida, and home. That's where we spent majority of our time. And then we also took a little trip to Hawaii as well, which
we went to Hawaii for a month. That seems like 1/12 of the year. Seems like
it was.
A piece. Yeah.
It was a 12.
Well, you're acting like that wasn't a big part, though. I'm just saying we were there for a month. We lived there for a month.
Yeah, so we spent a week in Southwest Florida, where we're both from, and we did some things that I had not done. I don't know, had you ever been to the Ringling Brothers Museum? Because I had never been.
Yeah.
So that was a first for me, and that was really cool going. We didn't get to see everything.
No, it's a huge museum, and there's so many pieces to it that make it like don't know, revisitable. You know, you definitely have the opportunity to go there and see a lot, and then there's a lot still left to see too, because there's just so much. I mean, the house was under construction, so we didn't get to see everything there either. And there's just so much, from golden doors to like Tiffany stained glass to amazing views of the river, plus all like the Ringling Museum stuff. You got to see like the old train they used to travel in around the country. You got to see some of like the wooden carts and stuff they would tote around. Really cool stuff there.
It was a great time, but my blood sugar bottomed out that day. We ended up going.
Yeah, it did. It's in the video.
It was a fantastic day, and I do want to go back. And hopefully maybe we can go back when they're not doing as much construction. We can see a little bit more of the grounds.
Yeah.
Really...
I would totally spend some more time in like the circus museums and stuff. We didn't spend as much as I would have liked, but it was really still amazing.
That train was really cool.
And then finding out, we watched the Paul Rubin documentary after we went there, and to find out that his start was basically in the theater right outside there. That's really cool. And Paul Rubin is Pee Wee Herman, if you didn't know. That was where his start was. That was really cool. I was like, wow, we're really like there's so much. Every place we go, we're just fascinated by the amount of history and stuff that just surrounds us.
Just like there. Going outside and like going to a new place, you're like, oh, I had no idea that that's what that was, or like this is where this started.
Yeah,
it's really cool stuff.
cool stuff.
It was. And then we went to the beach for the first time in May. May was a little bit dry, I think. May we went to so when I stayed in Santa Clarita, there's a place called Santa Barbara, and Santa Barbara is pretty popular for like beachy. Oprah Winfrey has a house in Santa Barbara, and it's very like rocky, beachy, and it's the Pacific Coast Highway goes right through there. So we got to drive a little blip of the Pacific Coast Highway, because that is one of our dreams, is to take a road trip on the Pacific Coast Highway and just go all the way up the coast of California into Oregon. And so we got to do a little blip and go to the beach and just kind of look at the beach. We didn't go on the beach because you had to go down these rocks, and it was a little scary. But we did get to see it. It looked really pretty. I was driving that route like almost every day to go to this hospital. It was like 3 hours away. And I was like, you have to come check this out. Like, you have to see this. So we did. We went to go check that out. We went to downtown Disney. We went to Long Beach. So we did a lot of beaches in May.
Yeah.
We had a convertible that week. That was our rental car, and we like drove down to the beach and like put the top down and did some California vibes.
Yeah, we actually went on the beach that time too. We actually went on the beach. It was easy to get on the beach that time. That was a cool pier too. There's a really awesome pier there. It's got a surfing hall of fame that was there that we didn't get the opportunity to, but we were planning on going back.
Yeah, it's definitely a go back.
But we definitely enjoyed like cruising around, because we had rented, like Nancy said, the Mustang with the convertible, and it was just fun kind of driving around and taking it all in.
Being a tourist is always fun. You should be a tourist in your own town. If you can't get out, just pretend you're a tourist and just go see what the tourists do.
Yeah, I mean, do that. But there's so many things to explore that I feel like people don't realize even where they live. Because we kind of get complacent and just kind of go to the same places all the time, and you just kind of do the same things. And I think there's tons of opportunities out there where even like no matter where you live, there's like hidden gems, hidden restaurants, hidden like filming locations, hidden so much history.
So much.
There's just so much everywhere.
Yeah, I think that's why, as hard as life on the road is for us, sometimes we find the joy in just like exploring new places and just seeing new things that we probably would never see if we didn't push ourselves. And sometimes it's hard. But that was May. May, not a whole lot went on in May, but June was a big month for us. Jurassic Park hit the theaters. I have not seen it, but there was a 7-Eleven in Hollywood.
I should talk about Jurassic Park. We haven't seen it. Yeah.
There's a 7-Eleven in Hollywood that like made it. They did like a bunch of overlays, and it looked like a big tank.
Right, so they basically made the outside of it look like a tank, and they had it's like the Mesosaurus or whatever, the water one, with the big like it kind of like a huge crocodile kind of mixture. It was on the outside, like peeking over the top. They had like this, I don't know if it was cardboard cut out over the top of it, kind of like jumping out, and then it looked like a a tank. Outside, they had a Jurassic Park vehicle from the original series, the SUV Ford Explorer type
That
thing.
was
They had one
cool.
of those that was like, it would drive around and you could take pictures with it and stuff. The side had like painted murals, different dinosaurs. And then inside, they had like Scarlett Johansson stuff. They had dinosaur stuff. They
There were
just had a lot of
TVs up
stuff.
at the register that were playing like promos for the movie.
And they kind of made it look like almost like a security building such thing. They kind of like integrated with the theme, and it was really cool.
The funniest thing is that place was so busy that I was like, look, I don't think we're gonna find parking, so I'm just gonna drop you off. You go check it out. I'll look at your pictures later, and then we can talk about it. And because there was like maybe 7 parking spots. Where this is, it's almost like a V, and you can't really park around it. So I was like, you go inside, you've got the camera, I'll do circles and we'll go from there. Well, magically after I dropped him off, somebody left and I got a parking spot and I was like, hell yeah. So I got out and I got to check some of it out too. And it was so cool inside. The floor was extremely sticky because everybody was getting they had Jurassic Park themed Slurpees.
Yeah, they had 2 different ones.
And that was pretty neat.
And the floor was just super sticky.
It was sticky floor. Sticky floor. But yeah, it was really cool getting to experience that because again, like LA feels like a fever dream sometimes because there's so much stuff that they do there that they don't do other places. Like the Wendy's overlay with
Wendy. With
what's her name?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I knew it was a Wind.
Yeah, with Wednesday from the Addams Family.
Yeah, so when that came out on Netflix, they did this whole like promo with them, and they were actually filming that while we were there. So they like darkened the whole Wendy's. They put like one of those rain trucks on top of it, and they were spraying the rain over the parking lot and stuff. It was really cool to like see that.
It's so crazy what they do in LA. So that was.
Well, yeah, and even throughout the year. So we were actually there, like it was a few weeks ago, and we were looking at TikTok, and this one guy, they created a whole shopping center that day for a Jon Favreau movie. I don't know what movie it is, but they basically, this whole abandoned shopping center, they created it overnight. And he's like, yeah, I came out of my house. This was abandoned yesterday. Now it's a whole fake shopping center. And he's like, at first I thought I could just walk up and buy stuff, but in reality it was just a movie set.
And Jon Favreau was out there filming.
Because he's the director. And it was just like, it's just, that's
LA. Like it's crazy. Then we also did so we're going back to that St. Dennis comment. We did our very first Universal Studios Hollywood experience.
Yeah.
And we took a VIP tour. And the reason why we took the VIP tour is because we knew nothing about Universal Hollywood. Yeah, it's a good plan. Constantly gotta check that audio. We didn't really know much about the park, so we were like considering getting annual passes, and we're like, I think the best way for us to do this is if we take a tour with somebody who knows the park, somebody who can kind of show us some hidden gems and maybe help us fall in love with this park too, because we love theme parks in general. And outside of our tour guide, I had a blast. Like, it was a really fun day, and we actually got to walk off of, you get like a special bus, and we got to get off of the bus and walk the Hollywood backlot.
Yeah, the first place we went was a huge movie studio where they filmed Knight Rider, where they had filmed a ton of the old shows because it's one of the first sound stages that they had. And lucky that was empty because a lot of times they're filming in there. They filmed like TV shows, game shows. I mean, it was just...
The Kelly Clarkson show, I guess, was filmed in there at one point.
Yeah, I mean, it was empty at the time we saw it, so are we releasing any new merch?
Oh, yeah, I think we do have some plans next year to do some new merch. We have a couple ideas that are brewing in our head. We want to generate some new kinds of stickers, and I definitely want to get some new shirts too. But if you've got some design options that you think would be really cool, definitely let us know, because we're excited.
Yeah, we're working on that, and if you don't know, we have a whole store down in the show notes of every video where you can click on it and see some of the stuff that we've made in the past. Just some simple stuff like come get lost with us and stuff like that, so we're definitely going to work on it.
Yes, new stickers for sure. Yeah, stickers. We kind of got inspired. We met another vlogger when I came back and also all the videos. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Love you. We got inspired. We met another vlogger at our other tour that we took back in December, which we're gonna get to that. And he had actually some really cute stickers, and it kind of inspired us to kind of like jump back in and maybe redesign some stickers. And then what we want to do is maybe start giving away some stickers on live streams next year. And we're still kind of formulating how we're going to do that, so definitely stay tuned to the channel because that is...
We're kind of thinking like a vlogger that we used to watch, he would just have people send like self-addressed stamped envelopes and he'd send you free stickers. That's kind of the approach we're thinking in the coming year. We just have to get a P.O. box set up, and we just
haven't had the time.
So probably going to do that and do something like that too, just get rid of some free stickers and stuff.
The Cotton Bowl, is that what you're watching?
Yeah, it looks like Miami won. You can't beat that. Miami looks like they're gonna win. Oh, they did win.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah, I was rooting for Miami, so I was watching Cotton Bowl.
Who were you rooting for? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity.
Were you rooting for Ohio State? Is that what you're asking them if they were rooting for Ohio State?
Yeah, were you rooting for Ohio? If so, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you were.
I'm not. I'm happy Miami won.
We are a Miami household here. He actually went to Florida State, which was kind of a funny, interesting thing because his mom, after he went to Florida State, was like, I don't know if you're going to be allowed back in this house.
Yep.
There was a lot of rivalry here for a hot minute. But yeah, so we
were anti-Ohio State. I get that.
All right. Well then, go Miami. Go Canes. I know that. I know the U. I've been kind of out of college football this year, sadly.
It'll be interesting to see if they play. I think we're either going to be playing Georgia or whoever Georgia's playing. So that'll be interesting if it's Georgia with Carson Beck playing Georgia. That'll be an interesting game for the next one.
Oh, that wasn't the final game?
No, it's a playoff, so they'd have to win like 2 more games. Yeah. Well, 3 more games? So.
I learn new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, guys. The Universal, also we went to the Golden Steer based on your... Oh, you went to the Golden Steer? I have to ask, how was your experience at the Golden Steer? I'm super curious.
Yeah, because our first one was amazing.
Amazing.
We went back and it wasn't so great service-wise. Food has always been good there, but the service wasn't so great. Yeah,
so you'll have to let me know in the comments what it was so good. We got a private room. Oh, you got a private room. Nice.
That's the way to do it.
Heck yeah. So if you like private room experiences, then my next recommendation for you is to do the private dinner dining experience at the Bellagio in the garden. But you got to do the one that is with Michael Mina. We haven't tried it. Well, we tried the brunch. The brunch is not bad, and it is still worth it. It's still a great time. But we did the dinner in July, which was coming up here soon. We did the dinner with Michael Mina, and oh my god, it was spectacular. We had our own little table, and obviously you're in the middle of the Bellagio garden, so people are looking at you and they're like, is that a celebrity? People taking pictures of you. It's a little awkward when you're eating, but the staff is like absolutely amazing, and the food was 10 out of 10. Like, I still tell him, I'm like, we need to look and see what the menu is for Michael Mina and see if we can go back, because that food was so good. So definitely put that on your next list of things to do. And honestly, I would say it probably wouldn't cost you that much more than a private room at the Golden Steer.
And the Caesar salad is amazing at the Golden Steer too. It's actually house made for those who haven't been there, and they make like the salad dressing and stuff. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't been there,
yes, that Caesar.
It's really, really good. But if you go there, make sure to specify where you want to sit. So if you do the private room, that sets you up. But make sure that you at least put like a booth or something. Otherwise,
they're just gonna kind of sit you wherever, regardless of how busy or not busy it is.
Yeah, that's a legit tip for you.
What's another good Las Vegas restaurant recommendation? I'm gonna think about that. Come back. Oh yeah, the audio went out earlier, and now we're back. Now we back, and the audio is working. So if it does cut out again, tell us, because we'll just keep restarting this train.
And it's doing that because we have a really shoddy
Yeah,
connection, which is what we're going to talk about later on. We have plans, but
I'm getting through this year. I'm getting through this year.
But
So
she
that
had
was
to go
June.
month by month, though.
Because I feel like I'm definitely want to talk about everything that I did this year that I thought was really cool. I'm still skimming over some stuff. But yeah, so like you mentioned, we saw the St. Denis filming location when we did that, and that was really cool. And then when we did our second trip, we kind of came like full circle.
So have we been to Spago?
We have not been to Spago, but I have been to Lago. Okay, yes, the Bellagio is my favorite. It is hands down my favorite resort in Las Vegas,
and from experience, we went there last November, I think we were there last. The Bellagio still seems to be like trying to be something.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the food there is good. I mean, like, unless you talk about Sadel's is still good. It's just a diner, so it's not anything super
it's like
fancy.
a fancy diner.
But like everything else at the Bellagio has been amazing.
Yeah, Lago. Okay, so that is my second recommendation. Lago. I haven't done Spago, but I've done Lago, and Lago is a seafood, Italian seafood restaurant, and you can get fountain views from there. It's really beautiful at night. It's still just as special during the day. I think I've ate there like 5 times.
Yeah.
It is like my go-to, and you can almost always get a reservation. It is a hidden gem. People don't know about this restaurant. They really don't.
And we have been planning on going to Spago, so that is on our list.
Spago's
We
on
were
our
actually
list.
trying to go last time we were there, but we only had a little bit of a layover, and weirdly enough, it was midweek and everything was booked, so we just didn't have the opportunity. But we are trying to go to Spago and the steakhouse that's in the lower area too. We've been trying to go there.
Yeah,
as well.
I wanted to do the one that's like the Speak Easy, where they have the Mayfair Supper Club. But I just heard that they are revamping it and that there's not going to be performers anymore at the Mayfair Supper Club, and that makes me really sad because I think that is what made Mayfair Supper Club. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I love the speakeasy.
Yeah. I haven't tried too many speakeasies. They kind of make me nervous because I'm always like, am I doing this right? Like, jump up and down like 5 times and like pull the cat's leg and then a magic door opens. I do love bars though. I mean, like, I do love going. Okay, now I sound like an alkie, but I do love going to a bar and having a really nice drink and just soaking in the ambiance, which I think is why we love the Golden Tiki so much. Have you been to the Golden Tiki? Golden Tiki, while it's not like a steakhouse or like fine dining, that is another Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a must visit.
You have to go to the Golden Tiki.
Especially, even if you like Disney at all too, or you just like kind of that like theming, it's like adult Disney. Yes. Golden Tiki. Yes. It was so good. The drinks there, we did the Devil Seaman.
Devil Seaman.
And it's an adult name, obviously, but it is so good. It's like rum chata and a house
liquor that they make,
house
rum
bourbon or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It was so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we love the Golden Tiki. Yeah. And if you go to the Golden Tiki, then you need to go to Pho Kem Long.
Yeah, Pho Kem Long's a great pho place. But the Golden Tiki is just amazing by itself. And if you get the poo-poo platter at the Golden Tiki, it's like $60, but it'll feed about 14 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much food. We ordered it. She brought it to the table.
It was bigger than the table.
And she's like, "Take your time. It'll be a while." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It'll be a
And
while.
then we were like, we just ate too.
But it was so good. But
We
it was
just ate.
so much.
It was good. It was so good. Ah, yes. Yes. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed where we went. That makes me feel good that, like, I'm not crazy and, like, I'm not out here, like, you need to go eat here, and then it's bad. And people are like, no, this isn't a good place to eat. Don't ever go here. I will say, where would you not go? Have you, oh, yay, yes, the podcast is back. We do love,
It is back, yes. We had to take some time off because we tried to do it on the road and we just couldn't find places to do it. So we finally had the opportunity to like get a space to do a podcast. So we put a couple months worth, and I'm happy about it. And Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody who has joined us to hang out with us tonight. We're so happy that you guys are here. And yeah, we've been talking about this all week. We've been wanting to kind of come hang out with our peeps, our tribe, and just kind of spread some good vibes and some love. So happy New Year, everybody! We're almost to New Year's on the East Coast. We're gonna keep this going for as long as we can. So
as long as our internet allows.
Because it just decides. Not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes it just decides to go off, and there's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. July was like one of the best months I had this year.
Happy New Year's, Jaws.
And that's because I got to see the Backstreet Boys in Las Vegas twice.
Yeah, you guys gotta let us know. She's trying to go to a third time.
I want to go to a third show.
There's so much other stuff that we could do. Like, it's not like there's so much other stuff that you could do.
To be fair, ticket prices have gone down. So if you haven't gone to go see them at the Sphere, look now, because the ticket prices did decrease after Christmas. And so obviously there's a limit to how much I'm willing to pay. But ticket prices went down. I just want to see it general admission so I can be like right up to the stage, because I've never done that at a Backstreet Boys show. Oh, hi. Happy New Year. Batman.
Look, it's a good show. I'm not saying that it's not a good show. And if you haven't seen it, it is worth going to. If you like the Backstreet Boys, it's a fun show.
Even if you don't like the Backstreet Boys, it's epic.
And if you don't like the Backstreet Boys, I would recommend either going to there's a Fish show that they do. There's a Zach, or is it Zach Brown Band? Yeah, Zach Brown Band.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Wizard of Oz thing. I don't know about that one. Then there's like a Journey to Earth. Go to something there, because it's just, would prefer NSYNC over the Backstreet Boys.
Here's the thing. Backstreet Boys are my tried and true. Backstreet Boys have been making music for the last 25 years, and they never stopped. Even though Kevin left the band for a hot minute, he came back, and honestly, like, they just keep putting out music. They just keep doing stuff. And I think NSYNC had so much great potential. And I listened to both when I was younger, and I was a teenager. And when Justin left NSYNC and they just kind of went their own ways, it kind of made me a little bit sad. And you know, they all do their own thing, and it's just one of those.
Just one of those things. But what I'm saying is, like, NSYNC's not playing the Sphere.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys are, so
Yeah.
it's kind of that's a NSYNC's not touring, so that's the sad part.
Sphere review. You want a Sphere review? Okay. The Sphere is amazing. The Sphere is amazing. Like the visuals of the Sphere itself, like, even if you take away what it is that you're watching, it's amazing.
It's like something that you've never. The first time we saw it, there's speakers all around you.
Mm-hmm.
There's haptics in the chair, so it kind of like vibrates and does something. It's not as bad as like the 4D stuff. Like, it's not as, I should say, as bad, as aggressive as the 4D stuff, where you're like getting shaked around. It's not that bad, but your seat does shake. It has speakers in it, and then you're just surrounded by the video, and the video is at least 8K. I think it's like supposed to be 10K or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is so realistic looking. It's like you're just put into that scene. Like, you just feel like you're there. And like with the Backstreet Boys, it was they're launching you into space. You have this one scene where you're going up to this asteroid and it looks real, and then all of a sudden you're like in this
heart-shaped asteroid,
and it just looks like you're like in like
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar, the blue guys. Mm-hmm. You know, it feels like you're in that James Cameron movie. You're just surrounded by this like forest and stuff.
Was that your favorite song?
It's very hard to explain. I mean, it was good. I mean,
I think my favorite scene was Drowning, because like it looks like you're riding the ocean, and then this big tidal wave comes over and like washes over you. I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, like, the whole experience is like, and when we filmed it, the video doesn't do it justice because it is so just spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know how to explain. Like, when it started, you're just like blown away. The first time we saw it, especially for your first experience, you're just gonna be like, "There's no way this is real." Like
Yeah.
you're just like looking around. It's behind you. You're like looking behind you to see part
Like
of the
over
scene.
top of you too. Like there's one scene where it looks like you're in a disco ball. This is obviously for the Backstreet Boys show, but like it's like you're in the disco ball, and like the lid of the disco ball comes off, and then like AJ's like looking down into you, and it's just like you're just like, is this real? Is this real? Where am I right now? Which is why I did a second show, because I feel like the first show I spent the whole time just looking at the graphics. I don't even think I paid attention to the fact that they were performing 200 feet away from me, if that. And so I was like, can we pretty please, with sugar on top, go to the Sunday show? And tickets weren't expensive.
Yeah.
It was actually half the price of what I paid for the first night. And I just took it in. I just took it all in and just enjoyed the experience. It was interesting going to the second show because a lot more people were standing up that show, and I get wanting to get up and dance to the songs. I get that 100%. But the Sphere is an experience where you need to sit in the seat.
Not yet. No, we haven't gone to the Wizard of Oz.
No, we have not seen The Wizard of Oz yet. I know a few people who did go see The Wizard of Oz. Ironically enough, I wore this hoodie to CVS or Walgreens, one of those places here in town, and there was a guy who was waiting to get a vaccine. He was like, "Oh, I just went to the Sphere and saw the Wizard of Oz show, and I thought it was really cool." So from the people that have seen the Wizard of Oz show, they have said that it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I can imagine like being encompassed in a movie. Like they have like a mini Sphere in LA, and they do a Matrix thing there, and we've talked about going to see
we
that.
really want to go check that out.
So I can imagine what the Matrix would look like at the big Sphere.
So I think it'll be interesting to see it. I don't know if we're gonna go, but the problem with the Wizard of Oz is the ticket price.
Yeah, it is hefty.
It's a hefty ticket price to go.
It's like
to
$90
those
a
things.
person,
Yeah.
which is a lot, but I think you have to really love the Wizard of Oz. Like really love the Wizard of Oz.
I don't think so. I mean, you can just go if you want to. Look, if that's the only thing at the Sphere that you can have the option to see, I would go because the Sphere itself is worth it.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
to me, just the Sphere itself, if you haven't seen a show there, it would just be worth it to go see the
They
Wizard
also
of
drop
Oz.
little like foam apples.
Yeah,
on the
that is-
crowd.
That is the go-to.
Oh, see, if Wizard of Oz is your favorite, then you have to go.
Yeah.
You have to go.
And let us know.
Yeah, definitely let us.
Because
Like,
it looks like it would be fascinating just to see a movie in that sort of setting. Like I said, you have speakers in your seat, so like you see when we film the video, well, you can't actually hear it because of all the copyrights. But if you can hear it, I might just upload it to a private thing just so people can watch it. But it's just like the speakers are just on you. It's like you're getting the whole show just for yourself.
we have not watched Stranger Things yet. We are actually planning on doing that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's our New Year's.
That's our New Year's Day.
Now I've seen a ton of TikToks, so I am somewhat updated on what's going on. But Macy has tried to not watch anything.
I've been trying to
about
like avoid the spoilers. I think I know deep down in my heart what's gonna happen, but that's what we're gonna do for New Year's Day tomorrow. Is we're just gonna hang out in our room. As you can see, we have like a projector because our room is very small, so we don't have room for a TV in here. And so we're just gonna chill out. I made a ton of food today, like snacks and stuff. So we don't even have to cook tomorrow. We're just gonna go eat all the snackies that I cooked, and we're gonna watch Stranger Things. Did you like it though? Like hopefully you liked it and it ended enough that you have
it.
closure.
She's like, give me something, just don't tell me.
Do
the
you
story."
have closure? I guess is my question. Do you feel like they ended it well, or do you feel like they could have ended it better? I guess is the question that I will ask my friends. If you have seen the ending of Stranger Things,
Macy
did
wants
you like it? Did it give you closure? Are you okay with it? And did you cry? Okay, those are all things that one needs to know before they go into this. Just as a heads up, but no major spoilers. No major spoilers.
You're asking a lot of people.
I ask a lot of everyone all the time. I'm a lot, guys. That's all I can say. I'm just. He knows. He lives with me 24/7.
Yeah. So the one thing too we haven't talked about the tour is when we were on the tour in the back lot, we got to get off and walk right where like Doc Brown was in Back to the Future. We got to see the courthouse. We got to see the area where they were doing the hoverboard scene. I can't tell you how amazing that was for me. I was just like taking it in. We didn't even film that much there because I was just like, this is just too much, man. Like, we've been to the Twin Pines Mall. We've seen that. We've seen Doc Brown's house. We've gone past Marty McFly's house and stuff through the neighborhoods. And just being there was just like, I was just like, holy
There's
cow,
just
this is
something
amazing.
poetic about seeing where movies were made.
Well, and getting to stand there, and we got to take pictures, and we could go up to the courthouse. I mean, it was so.
There's just something beautiful and poetic about being there. I can't put it into words, but it is just, it's a magical moment to see where movies were made and to stand in places where people stood and came up with these ideas or like came up with these creative thoughts. Like, we didn't go this year, but when we went to San Francisco, we went to Lucasfilms, and we talked about this the other night. Getting to see where LucasArts was.
You're ending 2025 looking fine.
Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. Do you think I should do like a this is my makeup routine?
No one has 4 hours.
It don't take 4 hours. I take about an hour and 20 minutes. I take about an hour and 20 minutes to get ready. Aw, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love the love. I worked hard. I'm not gonna lie. Today I was looking at it before I got on, and I was like, I don't think this lipstick's gonna work. And I like wiped off like 3 different colors, and I was like, my lips look purple. And so yeah, it was, and my curls already fell out.
And I took all of 5 minutes to brush my hair through, and that's about it.
He took a shower.
Yeah.
He took a shower, guys.
So you got the 2 scales. You got the lazy, and then you got the.
He's not lazy though. He's got a simple routine. I keep trying to be like, here, do you want to try these skincare products? And he's like, no. I'm like, here, do you want to try this? And he's like, I'll try it, and then it never gets used.
Yeah.
He is kind enough to be like, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
But he never uses it.
Yeah.
So that was July. July was a lot of Backstreet Boys. There was a lot of Backstreet Boys content on the channel. And then...
Don't let them get you down. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Gary, what is your routine? What's your routine?
I took a shower, and then I put some clothes on. Yep, that's about it. I did shave.
Yeah, he
tonight,
did shave.
So
He uses a straight razor.
I do shave with a straight razor, yeah.
Yeah, he started doing that.
That's probably as fancy as the routine goes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do try to spoil him with like luxury shave stuff, because if he's gonna like, I have to try to get him spoiled a little bit.
The fireworks have started outside.
Yeah, they're starting fireworks. We got about 45 minutes till the new year.
Getting there.
We're getting there. So August, we were debating Universal Orlando in California. So
Orlando, it's easy. Unless, the only thing that California has on Orlando is the back lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a back lot tour, even if you don't take the VIP, there's a back lot tour. It's about 45 minutes. You go on a tram, and you can see some movie sites from the tram. That's pretty cool. That's really the only difference between, that kind of gives it a slight bump. In Orlando, now that the Super Mario World is at Epic, especially if you go to Epic, that kind of takes the cake.
Yeah, but if you didn't want to have to just go to Epic like separately, you can experience Super Nintendo World in Universal Hollywood. Now, they don't have the Donkey Kong ride there.
That's what I just said. Yeah,
But, you know, because you'd have to pay for a separate ticket to Epic.
And California, so Hollywood is significantly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot smaller of a park. There's a lot less roller coasters. So if you're like a thrill ride roller coaster person, Orlando is clearly like far superior to that. So it just kind of depends on if you're looking to like see the movie backlot. I would say that's really the only thing Hollywood has on it.
Yep.
And you can go to Super Mario World. It doesn't have everything that Orlando has. I still feel like Orlando still wins.
We haven't been to
Yeah.
Epic yet.
That is we are planning to. We're hoping they add it to our annual passes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Spoiler alert, we got annual passes in October.
Yeah, we haven't got to that part.
We're getting there.
Going through the year,
We're getting there. Well, the next month is August, which...
But I will say from what I've seen in the videos, just from what I've seen, because we've watched a ton of creators' videos.
Who is your favorite YouTuber?
That's a hard one, because we're going to be sad. So, before we get to that, though,
Yeah.
the favorite portal that I've seen so far, Burke, by far, looks amazing.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
I want to meet Toothless, I want to touch Toothless, and that just looks super cool. The dark one with
Dark
the
Universe,
monsters
yeah.
really looks good, too.
The Ministry of Magic looks interesting.
The line scares me on the Ministry of Magic, though, honestly.
Yeah. We're not... we're excited to try Epic, and then we're going to stay at the hotel that's over at Epic.
Yeah.
When we do go into Epic, because we want to do the full experience. And we do plan on taking you guys along the ride with us. I'm so glad you loved it. Like, if you have tips or tricks for us when we do go, we will gladly take them, because Universal is still very much a new park for us. Even though we lived in Orlando for a handful of years, we didn't really venture into Universal a whole lot. We were very much Disney centric. And so any tips or tricks for any of the Universal parks, we will gladly take, because we're still Universal newbies.
Yeah, we've probably only been to Universal about 10 times or so far. And the reason when we were in Orlando, why we went to Disney so much more, is because it's kind of a drive. That's our favorite Disney movie.
Well, okay, so I'll briefly answer the first question about who...
You got lucky first. I get that too with the lucky, with the Ministry of Magic. Lucky, that's awesome. Because I would definitely take my time just in the queue.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. So somebody asked who our favorite YouTuber is. So the one we watched the most was Adam the Woo.
Mm-hmm.
That would be our probably favorite, but he passed away
last week.
So
it's been kind of a rough week for us. Weirdly enough, I when we found out the news, I thought it was just kind of like one of those like tabloid, like fake news stories, and it was so sad, and it's just kind of been a weird week for us. But I think one of the biggest things that we have kind of taken from it and want to move forward next year is to do more movie locations, because Adam loved doing movie locations. He's actually somebody who inspired us to start doing these movie locations when we go to LA and go to Hollywood. So we really want to do that, and then just bringing more positivity back to the channel, and just maybe putting more like banter between us, because we don't capture.
Yeah, and at times I feel like I take it a little too seriously when I'm filming, so it's kind of getting back to just having fun again too.
Mm-hmm.
Just learning that. I would say on a lighter note, some of the YouTubers that we watch somebody called Oyby, Oyby.
Mm-hmm.
We watch his channel occasionally. He's pretty good.
I've been watching him for probably like 8 or 9 years, give or take, like here or there. Weirdly enough, I actually watch it more for his fiance than I do him. He's funny and goofy, but like when Brennan's in the video, I just find their banter back and forth to each other just to be really cool. So we like to watch Oyby. I occasionally watch Tim Tracker. I don't watch a lot. Yes, life is very much a gift.
Yes.
It is. We're never promised tomorrow, so you should always tell the people you love that you love them, and show kindness when you can. So, well, thank you. I'm so glad that you really love our recommendations, because that means a lot to us. We put a lot of work into this, and so thank you for watching, and thank you for showing us love.
And for cooking, if you're ever looking for cooking, Sam the Cooking Guy.
Oh yeah, Sam the Cooking Guy. I've been making so many recipes from Sam the Cooking Guy, and he's 10 out of 10. We want to go to his restaurant in San Diego when we finally make it to San Diego.
Not tacos.
Not taco. And then he's supposed to have an Italian place too, right?
Yeah, he has like 5 different restaurants.
Yeah, so look up Sam the Cooking Guy. Like, he puts out videos all the time, and his repertoire is deep. And then we found some other guy, but I don't know what he's called. He's like a
The Hilly Guys.
He's like hillbilly Sam the cooking guy. He actually made something called Sprite the other day that
Called Sprite.
we're gonna make it on the channel, and it's you take pine needles, sugar, and water, and you put it and you can it and you seal it
For 5 days.
for like 5 days, and then it's supposed to make Sprite. So look for that when we find some pine needles. We gotta find some pine needles first. But yeah. What was the next question?
Favorite Disney movie you asked was, for me, it would probably be Aladdin.
Mine is The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, hers is The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, she has tons of like Ursulas. She loves Ursula.
Ursula. I'm getting an Ursula tattoo at some point this year. It's happening. It's gonna happen.
So we have not watched Eating History on
No.
YouTube. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like rap or something where they kind of talk about that part of it? Because that'd be kind of interesting. And then I do have a question. Heroes Adventure, you've been working on a video game for 5 years or just a game for 5 years? Mulan. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mulan is very underrated.
Yes.
Now, did you like the live action?
I didn't care for the live action though.
He makes historical recipes.
Oh.
Oh!
Well, that sounds fun. Huh.
That would be really cool to try.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, thank you for the recommendation. I'm gonna definitely check that
Yeah.
out. That sounds really cool. That sounds amazing, actually.
No, I just think
We're always looking for new people to watch.
we are. Especially now that so like COVID hit, we started watching Adam's channel a lot, and so we probably watch it like 3 or so times a week. And now there's not much. Like we don't watch too many Disney YouTubers anymore because we found that a lot of them just kind of like everything, and it's like if you like everything, it's kind of hard to differentiate.
Well, I think
What
what
is
we
real.
found originally, the beauty and what people did was that they went to the parks and they enjoyed the parks for what they were, and they just shared their experience versus here's a video and here's this.
Like they just go because a new food item came out, and they just go for the food item. So it's just kind of like, okay, that's cool if I want to look at the food item or whatever. But
Yeah, we enjoy watching people have experiences.
Yeah.
And sharing that experience with them, which I think is why the channel has kind of morphed into what it is now, because we want to share our experiences and our genuine experience, like in the moment of what we're having, because sometimes people can't leave and they can't go where they want to go. And you know, I like watching people when they go places I haven't been.
Yep.
So I think that's why we don't watch a lot of Disney vloggers right now, especially like the bigger ones. Next question.
do we prefer making YouTube videos or podcasts? And we do use TikTok.
Yeah, we do have a TikTok.
Yeah, we do have TikTok. Lostgirlintomorrowland.
I think it should be in the description,
Yes.
in the show notes. It should have a link to, and a lot of the TikToks are me just being silly and goofy. I don't do a lot of short form content of the content that we do. We're working on that. So if that's something you guys want to see is more short form content of what we do, we're definitely open to doing that. I do a lot of silly, goofy.
Yeah.
So kind of
We
what
just
ends
kinda
up on shorts.
Yeah, we're just gonna have fun over at TikTok.
Yeah.
We honestly aren't taking it very seriously right now, just because it's just having fun. That's all we're trying to do. with TikToks.
But we really do love making the podcast. When we get to sit down and we get to make the podcast, we absolutely love the podcast.
Yeah, for me, I love them both. They're like two different like pieces of the pie, because it's like the podcast is a lot of like the little things that are happening that we can't put in videos, like when we go to places and the interactions we have with the staff, or like different kind of conversations or just kind of strange things that happen, we can talk at length about on the podcast. Whereas the video, it's got to be shorter and it's got to be a little more catchy and faster, so not all that stuff can go into there. So I like both of them because I love filming, I love editing, and I love kind of having those conversations. And then the podcast just gives us an opportunity to really like talk about our adventures, and that is just fun. And we get to recap it.
Yeah.
So it's like getting to live the experience again when we talk about, you know, whatever we are talking about this time. Even like now, thinking about like the sphere experience and stuff like that, it's really fun to be able to relive those, and I think the podcast gives us that opportunity. So it's like two very fun things but different.
That's a question for you.
how long does it usually take to edit a video? So when we started out, I would say probably about like 2 hours or so per video to edit. Nowadays, I can get one done in probably about 30 minutes or less.
Depends on how much I mess up.
Well, and it's just we've gotten better at filming, so there's a lot less stuff that we're filming. Like when we started it, we had a lot of like extra footage that you'd have to like weed through and be like, this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work. And now I pretty much film what we need with a little bit of extra, so that I can get it edited pretty quickly. Any tips for a new content creator? So the biggest tip I can tell you is just do it.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that you should stop. You just do it. You just go out there, you film, and then you put it out there. And not
your
everyone.
tribe will find you.
Yeah, your tribe will find you, and not everyone's gonna like you.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of I don't know what I want to say, but I don't mean trolls in like a bad way. But we've had from time to time people that would follow the channel just to say bad things. You just kind of accept that that's going to happen, and not everyone's going to like your stuff. So it's all just about kind of putting it out there and taking a chance.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, I haven't really got to this, and maybe we'll circle back around to it. But we were just talking the other day, and I was actually telling his dad this tonight. We started the channel back in 2017, I think, when we first moved to Orlando, and it took us over 3-4 years to get even 1,000 subs.
Well, I really didn't start working on the channel until we moved to Vegas.
Yeah, so
I
2021.
wasn't really even the Orlando. I mean, I was in the Orlando sometimes, but I wasn't really participating in the vlog at all until we went to Vegas, editing and stuff, and that's pretty much when we got more consistent and put the stuff out. So
yeah, because my work life just kind of took over, and it was really hard. It's hard. You gotta find the balance too between work and doing what you love. And I will say it's really easy to film in theme parks. It's really hard sometimes to film out in the general public, but you just kind of have to like do it and just.
I wouldn't say it's hard. It's different.
It's
especially depending on where you live. Like in the Southeast, people are kind of weird around cameras.
LA.
Whereas the West Coast, yeah, no one even thinks an eye. You just kind of Las Vegas, no one cares.
Casinos, sometimes security guards will follow you around.
Yeah, they will.
That was like one of the weirdest things we had to like.
But they don't care as long as you don't do anything weird, so they just kind of just meander behind you.
We lost microphones one time in the casino.
Oh no, we didn't. She did. I never lost anything. She lost a microphone.
I lost him.
And somehow she had clipped it on to her seatbelt in the car. So
He never even made it in the casino.
So we didn't really lose it in the first place.
But we spent 3 hours walking around the casino trying to ping where the microphone was. And we finally were like, we're getting a better signal close to the parking garage. And we get upstairs, and I was like, okay, you start talking in the parking garage, because like anytime it picked up noise, you could see the sound bar go. And then I'm like, you're getting hotter, and he opens the car door, and there's the microphone clipped to the seatbelt.
To her seatbelt.
To my seatbelt.
Yeah.
So we spent 3 hours trying to find a microphone that I never even walked in the casino with. Never even walked in. So, you know, like silly stuff like that happens, and you know, I will say the other thing about being a content creator, I love the fact that I can go back and look at videos from 7 years ago, and they're bad. If you want a good laugh, go back to the early stuff that I was doing and I was editing, because homegirl, you gotta learn. Everybody has, you start everywhere. And you know, I was just filming on my phone, and I go back and I watch it, but I'm so happy that I have those memories to go back, and they're gonna live there forever. And you know, going back to Adam, that's like one of the other things is like Adam has thousands of hours of video of him taking people on journeys, and that's going to live on forever for him, and I think that's just amazing. So definitely go out there, go do it, and you know, one day you're gonna look back and you're gonna be so happy that you have this tangible thing that you can go back and look at.
Yeah, and if you're in Vegas too, there's a ton of opportunities in Vegas. That's
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, but
she's in Vegas.
oh, you're in Vegas. Oh, sweet, sweet. There's so much stuff to film in Vegas. There's so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
We miss it. We miss it so much. We're going back in January, so because I have a doctor's appointment, and I can't wait. It's home. Vegas is home.
Vegas still feels like home in some ways for
Yeah.
sure.
Vegas feels like home. Orlando feels like home, and LA feels like home.
Yeah.
That's home for us. Oh, cool. Yay for posting videos before the new year. That's always fun. Alright, so August we went to Hawaii. We spent a month in Hawaii. I'm going to try and wrap up the rest of this year as quick as I can. I'm going to start pedaling this boat.
Yeah, August, we had talked about Hawaii almost our entire lives. We've known each other. We've talked about wanting to go there. Is Circus Circus the best steakhouse? No.
No, there's better.
It's good though.
It's good.
It's good. It's a good steakhouse.
It's very underrated for the location that it's in.
Yeah.
It's still worth a go.
Yeah, and it's worth a go too.
I would say definitely check out Circus Circus.
I would say too, yeah. You've been to the Golden Steer. I think that's one of the better ones, honestly. Service-wise, though, it's not very good. Circus Circus has better service, and the steaks are really good. It's just they're all so close in Vegas, the higher-end steakhouses. There isn't that much difference between the top ones, it feels like.
Yeah.
And we still have a few we're trying to get to, too. Like, we want to get to the Bugsy Meyer one.
Yeah, over in the Flamingo.
Or the Flamingo.
We did Peter Luger's. That was cool.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting.
So many steakhouses. Like, you could just do, like, a whole series on just, like, the steakhouses alone. We haven't been to San Diego yet.
That is on our
That's
goal
on
for
our
next
list.
year.
Yeah, we definitely want to check out San Diego. One of my friends, she has tickets to go see Zach Bryan in San Diego, so trying to decide if we're gonna go see that show too, and maybe we'll go to San Diego.
So we did not try the tomatoes and onions at Peter Luger's.
Ooh, no.
Yeah. We went right after it opened in Vegas, so it was still sort of getting its feet under it when we went. It was still a solid experience, and the steaks were pretty good. We did not try the tomatoes and onions.
Did not like it. I'm so sorry. What did it taste like? Was it like vinegary, or was it literally just tomatoes and onions?
One person said they hated it. One person said they loved it. Oh.
I'm curious. I'm just curious. Like, do they put like a vinaigrette on it? Is it like a salad, or like I'm super curious. Like, what this tomatoes and onions thing is, because they didn't offer it to us.
No, they didn't even say anything about that.
Like
I said, it was just opening when we went there, so like the server and stuff didn't really know the menu as well, so it was definitely like a new thing for them. No flavors, just tomatoes and onions, nothing else. Awful. That seems very New York.
It does seem very New York, yeah.
'Cause we lived in New York for
Yeah.
a while, and that's something that they do in New
You
York.
get salads in New York, and they're like, here, have some olives.
We got fajitas once, and they gave us salsa, and it was just hot sauce.
Yeah, it was literally just a jar of
It
hot
was just
sauce.
that red chula
Chulas?
sauce.
Chubola?
Just add the sauce. It was delicious.
So there is a sauce. What's the sauce? Is it the steak sauce that they give you? Because they make like their own steak sauce. I remember that. Don't waste your money. Well, okay, so I think I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to give this the Lost Girl try, and I'm gonna have to go back to Peter Luger's, and I'm gonna have to try.
Tomatoes and onions.
It's a type of cocktail sauce. Okay, so yeah, so
Yeah.
that is the sauce. Oh,
That was
okay,
one of
which
their house
I
made
thought was
sauces.
very ketchupy.
Be interesting.
So, okay, you've inspired me now. Apparently, I need to go back to Peter Luger's and I need to try the tomatoes and onions. That's what is going to be on my 2026 to-do list when we go back to Vegas, because we never know what we're going to eat when we go to town. We kind of just roll the dice.
Well, that's the beauty of Vegas, though. There's so many amazing restaurants that you just have so many options there.
Ooh.
Smith and Walensky?
I don't think I've heard of Smith and Walensky.
Good food doesn't need extra seasoning.
Yes. We don't put steak sauce on good steaks.
Oh, of course I watched Perfect Strangers. I remember Balky Taco Mousse.
Do I know Perfect Strangers? Oh, yes, I do know Perfect Strangers. Yep, I know Perfect Strangers. Yep, never mind.
GGIF.
Yep. Taking me back.
You know, I somewhat agree that, you know, good food shouldn't need extra seasoning. I do. I'm always like at steakhouses when they're like, here's the steak sauce, or like A1. You're just like, if your steak doesn't taste good enough without something else.
I made a prime rib tonight.
You know.
Didn't put no sauce on it.
Well, I mean, you can put horseradish on prime ribs.
I think horseradish is something.
And au jus are two like exemptions to that rule.
Yeah.
But
I didn't get a lot of au jus out of that prime rib tonight. But yeah, so Hawaii was interesting. I keep going back to Hawaii because I'm trying to talk about. That's why Gary is my guy.
Oh, thank you.
He's my guy too. He is. Hashtag Gary is my guy. That's it. That's it right there. Hashtag Gary is my guy. That's what we need to start. Hashtag Gary is my guy. And nobody's gonna know what it means except for us and the other 11 people in this live chat. And that's how it should be. That's how hashtag should be. They should just be like, what? What is Gary is my guy? And then it just takes off. Yes, hashtag Gary is my guy. It's going on a shirt next year. Okay? Y'all asked about new merch. Hashtag Gary is my guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Write that down. It's going.
Yeah, I don't. I'll remember that. Don't worry.
I'm the forgetful one in the relationship. I'll be like, oh, let's do this. And then he's like, weren't we going to go do that? I was like, huh? What were we going to do? Yes, it's going on a shirt. It's done. It's going to happen. I'm committed to it.
Hawaii.
Anyways, Hawaii. So we spent a month in Hawaii, mostly for work. I was there for work. And we got to do some adventures. Oh yeah, there's a big Bucks game tomorrow. How are they doing?
If they win and the Falcons lose, they will go into the playoffs as the worst team in the playoffs, but they'll still be number 4 seed. So they'll at least get one home game, I believe.
I have not kept up with football this year. I've been watching baseball this year.
The Bucks are just too hurt. Between Baker, it just doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I hope they make it. I do. I always cheer for them, but you know, I don't know. They're just hurt.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
We used to watch a lot of Bucks games.
We did. It was easier to watch them in Florida. For those who are Bucks fans that don't live in Florida, it's very hard to watch the Bucks. Well, not the Tom Brady years, but after the Tom Brady years, it's been very difficult to watch the Bucks, and it was before the Tom Brady years too. So.
I was more of a Gronk fan than Brady. Just saying.
Just saying.
I really like Gronk. I liked Gronk before he was on the Bucks. I liked him when he was a Patriot.
And when he played for Arizona.
I didn't know about him when he played for Arizona.
Yeah.
It is Gronk. I like big football players that are like, me catch ball, me. Gronk is my guy. I don't know if I ever watched the Patriots that much though. Like I had a thing for Tim Tebow back in the day.
Yeah, you did. But I mean, you got to see him in the Super Bowl. So every time they're in the Super Bowl, which they're in a lot. So
yeah, I really liked Tim Tebow. I really liked who was the other guy I collected? That's in my box. Peyton Manning. Clay Matthews.
Is Todd Bowles safe? I hope not. But he's the coach for the Bucks for people that don't know. And there's rumors that he might be fired. That's what he's talking about. Not safe.
Oh.
He might be fired. I could see that. But who knows? I mean, he has the fallback that the guys were hurt. So it's kind of hard to, you know, he has that argument to fall back on. It just depends on if management likes that argument, I guess.
It'll be an interesting year next year, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens. Maybe they'll do better.
Do better.
Next year. I hope the Braves do better. I know nobody's talking about the Braves, but I hope the Braves do better next year.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, they improved. They got a new left fielder.
They got a lot of new team members. I keep getting the emails because I'm on their email list, and they're like, "Welcome so and so, welcome so and so, welcome so and so." Well, I'm like, who are these?
You sound
people?
like the Scarlett Johansson SNL thing. Welcome this, welcome that. Yeah, I know. You didn't tell us what game you're creating.
Yeah, what game? What game are you creating? Oh, yes, the Aces. We did go to an Aces game.
Oh my gosh, they're so fun. If you're in Vegas, that is an underrated thing to go. Is just to go to Las Vegas.
And Nick
Aviators.
Carter is a big
Oh,
Acer.
Aces. Aces is the basketball team.
Oh, is it?
That's the women's basketball team.
Oh,
Isn't
my
it?
sister.
Yeah.
My sister went to a bunch of those. My sister went to a bunch of those when she lived in Vegas.
Yeah, we're confusing the A's. Sorry, there's
Yeah,
a lot of A's.
There's a lot of A's in Las Vegas.
Because the A's are actually coming to Las Vegas too.
Yeah, yeah. They have a hockey team.
Yeah, which is what's the hockey team? And they're really good.
Golden Knights.
Golden Knights, yeah, they won the
Because
Stanley.
they sponsored a whole
Yeah.
office where I used to work.
Yeah. Vegas is
literally-
becoming a sports capital.
It
I
is.
don't get it. Just because there's so much going on, it's fascinating that they're trying to fit more in, I guess. But hey, they're doing it.
The Raiders field is so cool. I haven't seen a Raiders game there, but we did go see Imagine Dragons play at the Raiders Stadium.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I think they were the basketball games there too.
Probably.
Or no, wait, I think they might be at the T-Mobile Arena.
I have not gone to a Dream game.
Yeah.
No, haven't gone. Have you been? Have you been to a Dream game? I'm just curious. Yeah, we got to see Imagine Dragons. Actually, it was right before I started doing travel work. It was like the week I quit my job. And they posted on Facebook that these tickets were like next to nothing to go see them in Las Vegas because they're from most of them are from Las Vegas. And we got super cheap tickets, and come to find out they were taping their Hulu special that night.
Yes, that is a great song, Radioactive.
I loved Radioactive. But I love a lot of their other stuff. I love Thunder. Thunder is like my motivational, like with YouTube. Like Thunder, I think, is like my motivational YouTube song. Like they're so versatile. They have so many songs.
It was really cool. It was a really cool concert. They are really amazing live. If you have not seen them, they are so worth it. That lead singer gives it like 110% the entire show.
You
Like,
also got
it's
to
crazy.
see one of the opening acts.
It was Macklemore.
Macklemore
Which is
opened.
interesting. It's interesting because they're so different music-wise.
Mhm.
That's why it's interesting. But it was a great experience. Like, he was really good too.
Mhm.
Not as good as Imagine Dragons, but he was
No.
really good too.
But it was an epic show because they had Cirque du Soleil there
Yeah.
to do one of their songs, Sharks, which Sharks is like another song that I think is kind of about the industry. Sharks. And to my friend who loves sharks that is in this chat, you need to listen to Sharks by Imagine Dragons. That's all I gotta say.
We did know that.
Yes, yes, they are.
So, in front of us, sitting at the show that we never showed on the video or anything, was an entire row of
LDS.
LDS. Yeah, and they only liked Radioactive.
Mhm.
They didn't say anything during any of the songs, but as soon as Radioactive came on, they started like jumping up and clapping. It was very weird.
I have
Good one.
not heard of that. What is it?
Lizard Wizard? I have not heard of King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah. It sounds like it's like a porn. I'm not gonna lie. It just kind of sounds very horny. I will listen to that.
Yes. Imagine Dragons is the best. They're the best. They really are.
Well, your name's Jaws, so it kind of makes sense that
Yeah.
you like sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharks. Ooh. Okay. All right. I will definitely give them a listen because we're always looking for new music. That's how we found This Wild Life.
Yeah.
We went to go see Yellow Card and they were opening for Yellow Card and I literally was like, we listened to this the whole way home and we did, and
We've liked them ever since.
I don't watch Mormon Wives. I haven't gotten on that reality train yet, but I do watch other reality shows like 90 Day Fiance.
We
and
watched Sister Wives, which is LDS.
a little bit. Yeah, we love Yellow Card. We love Yellow Card. Yellow Card is his favorite band.
It is.
We've seen Yellow Card. I don't know how many
She
times.
watches 600 Pound Life.
I do watch 600 Pound Life as well. I like to watch it because I just find them so inspiring. I genuinely find these people inspiring Do I like Train? I do like Train.
That's old school.
That's old, but I like it.
Yeah, used to always be on the radio back in the day. Always.
I like some Train. Doctor Now, yes. Why you eat that? Why you eat that? You clearly ate more than what you say you ate.
Did you know if you go wherever his office is, you can pay $5, and you can either buy some merchandise of his for $5, but you get to meet him for $5. So if you're ever around his office and you want to meet him, it's only $5.
Too many calories. Yeah. Yeah. I think his office is in Texas.
I thought it was like either in North Carolina or California.
Well, at least in the early seasons, everybody went to Texas to go see Doctor Now. I binge watch it sometimes when I'm working. It'll just be on in the background, and I just like listen.
I just remember seeing someone else's TikTok, and they were talking about how they got to meet him, and all you have to pay is $5, and you can either get like stickers or something, or just $5 and they'll meet you.
I know they make like magnets that you can put on your fridge that are like, don't eat this. Sometimes I probably need that. Sometimes. I think we all need a little Doctor Now in our life to just be like, maybe don't eat the entire bottle of honey mustard with your chicken tenders.
You're eating whole bottles of honey mustard?
The people on the show are eating whole bottles of honey mustard.
Maybe we need better tasting chicken.
Oh, Rock of Love. Okay, so did you know he's a type 1? He's the lead singer of, oh my god. What is
Poison or something?
Poison? Yeah, Poison. I watched Rock of Love when it actually aired back in the day.
They said they're rewatching it.
Yeah. I also watched the one with Flava Flav back in the day. Flava Flav's dating show. I watched that. Yes. He is a type 1, and he doesn't use a pump or anything like that. He's been strictly just on injections and like old school type 1 diabetes. I found that out obviously after I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, but and if you guys didn't know that, if you're in the chat, I am a type 1 diabetic. So yeah, that's half my life. That's half my struggle is the beaties. Beaties always be getting me down. I don't think I have. Oh no, wait, yes, I did. I did listen to that song. I have listened to that song.
From Joe Jonas? Is that Joe Jonas? Or is that somebody else?
No, that's the guy from Prison.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to keep up. I have not heard that song.
Ugh, sorry. I need to adjust. We're sitting on our bed. So give me a second. I'm gonna adjust. You asked more questions. We're getting close to New Year. We got 10 minutes, guys. We got 10 minutes. Type 1. Okay, that's... Hang on. I'll be right back. I need to adjust my legs. They've fallen asleep. Welcome to my bedroom. You guys are getting, like, deep in the private life of our life right now. Because there's not really anywhere else for us to live stream, so...
Yeah, so it's amazing the amount of stuff that we have to carry on travel days because she's a type 1.
Yes.
We always talk about doing, like, one-day trips. Like, we've considered, like, taking, like, a one-day trip to a city, doing like a video there and then coming back, but she has to carry so much stuff that it makes it difficult to be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so I wear a continuous glucose monitor. I use the Omnipod insulin pump system. I've pretty much used every insulin pump that they've come out with on the market. I actually mentioned this last night, but 2026 will be 20 years that I have had
in June.
Type 1, July 17th.
Oh, July. Was that July?
July 17th, 2006 is a day that will live on in infamy for me. Yeah, it's got its times where it's like difficult and it's harder than others. You have to learn balance, and you have to give yourself grace. Because not every day is a good day, and not every day is going to be an easy day, and that's just how it goes. So.
And she typically eats like fruit roll-ups. She eats the nerd cluster thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Those are her right now. Before that, she used to drink like orange juice.
I drink so much orange juice.
Which gave her heartburn.
Yeah. Acid reflux is nobody's friend.
Smarties are good too.
Yeah.
Smarties are good ones too.
I kept a bag of Smarties in the car for the longest time, and then they kind of got baked. and they tasted like plastic. I have a whole drawer. Like over here to my right is my like bedside table, and I have like a whole drawer that is like full of fruit roll-ups and nerd clusters and
the person with the Smarties. She didn't have diabetes. Just loves Smarties.
I mean,
hey,
Smarties are good. Smarties are tasty. I love a good chalky candy. I'm a weirdo.
Well, one of the first things we do when we go to travel assignments, which we don't ever really show on camera, is we always either go to the store or place an Instacart order. And obviously water's one thing, but then there's always sugar too. So we always get some kind of sugar. So whatever they have is kind of what her go-to is.
And I currently have so many fruit roll-ups in the house. I have like a whole canister full of fruit roll-ups currently, and my drawer, and my book bag. They're just easy because they're individually wrapped, and it keeps me from eating too many-ish. So, I mean, sometimes I do go overboard, and I will eat like 7 in a row because they're good. And then when I'm at the hospital at night when I'm working, I give them to my nurses sometimes. I'm like, here, do you want a little sugar pick-me-up? Here you go. Here you go. Who wants a fruit roll-up? Everybody loves fruit roll-ups. And I feel like it's like something you had as a child that adults don't really think to buy as like their sweet treat.
Yeah.
So fruit roll-ups are the shit.
Fruit by the foot. So the only problem with fruit by the foot, by the way, is that it kind of tastes waxy lately.
Yeah.
Like it used to be so good, but the last couple of times we've gotten it, it's like got this like waxy taste to it.
I even tried Gushers recently.
Oh my gosh, those were so waxy.
And that tasted awful.
Yeah.
Like, what did they do to Gushers?
So we got 2 questions. One person asked, what happened to Disney? We went last August and it felt so greedy.
Agreed.
So we haven't been to Disney since the DAS changes, just because we're not comfortable giving them money and we just don't think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Their disability access service for everyone.
Yeah. And we haven't tried to apply for it or anything. We're not, but we just decided that we were going to put it on pause for a while, just because we didn't want to touch it for a while.
Yeah, so we kind of, when we go to Disney, we just go to downtown Disney or Disney Springs, and we might stay at like a Disney-centric hotel, but we have not gone to the Disney parks. And I think, too, the other half of the reason why we haven't gone is because we are worried that when we do go, it's going to be a less than ideal experience, and we don't want to sully our love for Disney, I guess, too.
Well, we were already kind of frustrated with the changes with the Fast Pass system, with the change. It just kept moving further and further away from being towards the actual people at the park and just towards making money.
I mean, do you remember when they used to keep the park open for 24 hours on special occasions? They did that for like a handful of years back in the early 2000s. They would roll over if they tried to do that now. Like like now they want to do all these after hours events, whereas before, like, you could have paid for like the actual ticket price for that day, and the park was open for 24 hours for like a special event, like one time a year. Like they did like this really cool special event. Now you're lucky if it's open till 11.
So we've just kind of taken a break, so we haven't gone, but we 100% agree that the greed is just kind of taking over Disney, and that's one of our disappointments. We still go to downtown Disney, we still go to Disney Springs, but yeah.
Yep.
And sour gushers are pretty good.
Oh.
But I don't know, they're just so laxy last time we tried them. And the other question we got was, any packing tips for Hawaii?
Oh. It's hot there.
So I hope you watched our videos from Hawaii. It relays some of our frustrations with the adventure. Now, I will say that for us, when we went there, I think part of the problem is we stayed at the Royal Kohio, and it was a horrible place to stay. We do not recommend it. It just wasn't good, and that seemed to like definitely sway our experience to the negative. A couple things to think about when you're going to Hawaii. It doesn't rain there. You think it's going to be like a rainy place. It doesn't rain but like a couple days a year in Hawaii, so you don't have to worry about rain gear. That's not a big deal. It's not really that warm, but it's not cool either. It's about in like the 80s.
Yeah, it's like mid 70s to 80s every day.
And there's a little bit of humidity, so it's just kind of a little bit warm is probably what I'd
Like
classify.
shorts and tank tops.
Yeah, so you definitely want to do like shorts and tank tops. It's a little bit warm. Other than that, though, it's just like every other city that you go to.
Don't
It's
go to
just
Waikiki.
expensive.
Don't stay in Waikiki.
Well, visit for sure, but it's just really expensive compared to the rest of the island and stuff. It's got beautiful beaches, it's got beautiful scenery, definitely worth a visit, but you know, it's not really any different than any other sort of tropical location. If you go to like Florida, it's kind of the same packing stuff you put for Florida.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes until midnight. I need to go get grapes out of the kitchen. So I will be right back. Because you're supposed to eat 12 grapes at midnight for good luck. So if you're on East Coast time and you have access to grapes in the next 2 minutes, go get you 12 grapes.
Yeah, I don't know why you do 12 grades. Gary, any first date tips? FYI, we will be in Hawaii. Met her at my family reunion 3 years ago. We're not related. I'm sorry, that's kind of funny, the whole met at the family reunion, not related. So your first date is going to be in Hawaii? Does that person live in Hawaii? That would be... first date tips. It kind of depends on what they like to do. Like, Hawaii has some different stuff. Like, it has Pearl Harbor. So if they're a historical person, you're like, yes, they do live in Hawaii. So they've probably seen a lot of Hawaii. I mean, the go-to places that everyone recommended while we were in Hawaii were like Skippy's and Rainbow Drive-In. But I think for a first date, there is the Michael Mina restaurant is really nice. That was at the Four Seasons right next to Alani.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was a great eatery. There's also, if you're in Waikiki, she's Japanese. I don't know. Interesting. So there's a Waikiki has a Michael Mina restaurant too. That's pretty solid. Man, first date. What would you do for a first date in Hawaii?
Ooh.
I mean, honestly, I think. But she lives there.
Oh, 10 seconds. Hang on, we're almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Happy New Year, East Coast time. Now we eat 12 grapes, 1 for each month.
Do you have to eat them all at once, or is it like
One.
one at a time? Oh, you're just gonna chug them. She's just gonna chug them.
March, April. These are the saddest grapes ever.
I'm not gonna eat 12 grapes. I'll eat 2. I like grapes.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody.
7, 8, 9. People will live on in infamy. They're good grapes.
Yeah, they're good grapes. Oh,
10.
has she been to Kauai Ranch?
Oh yeah, Kualoa Ranch.
Kualoa Ranch. Has she been there? Because if she hasn't been there in Hawaii, that could be a good first date. Especially if she likes movies. Yeah, that would be good. And then there's a beach right outside.
I'm eating grapes.
No,
Okay.
Peter's kiss.
I don't know, YouTube might take us down.
She's like, Happy New Year's, don't choke. Yes, please don't choke.
That was the seed, or the stem. Alright, I ate my 12 grapes. I think, I don't know, y'all, I might have miscounted. I'm really bad at math, according to him. Alright, I'll give you a kiss. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Yeah, I would definitely go to the ranch. And then there's like a beach right outside the ranch. And you can either do like a picnic thing, or you can get food at the ranch and bring it to the beach. And the beach overlooks the, it's a little island, they call it the Chinaman's Hat.
Which is supposed to be like a lizard, actually, too. Like,
It is
like
the
a myth
tail of a
about
lizard, yeah. It's a great little beach there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a fun first day.
Yeah. Maybe, Turtle Beach.
Oh, Turtle Beach is fun
Turtle
too.
Beach.
Yeah. So Turtle Beach is where you see all the green turtles.
Mm-hmm. Ono. They're called the Ono.
She said thanks.
Yeah, Turtle Beach. Don't go in the morning because they're not there. Because it's high tide. You gotta wait till it's not high tide.
Yeah, are they a surfer? There's a whole nother avenue.
Yeah, if they surf, maybe, and you don't, maybe take a surf lesson. Do they like hiking? There's tons of places you can go hiking. And within the Kualoa Ranch, there's like ATV tours you can take. We did the Hollywood like film and movie tour, which was about like 45 minutes. It was like the perfect length of tour.
Bad knees.
I get that.
Well, with the tours, they just drive you around on a bus, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry too much about that. There's not much like mobility issues there.
Yeah, you
be
just
okay.
get off and on the bus like
Yeah.
twice, I think, and there's nothing really strenuous.
And the
At all.
beach that's right next to it isn't a long walk from the parking lot either, so that's not too bad either.
Yeah, that's where I stuck my toes in the Pacific.
Yeah.
That was it. I told myself I needed to stick my toes in the Pacific Ocean in Hawaii, and that's what I did.
I heard Benihana is the good first date place.
I love Benihana.
Did you know Benihana isn't from Hawaii? It's from New York City. You do now.
You do now.
Which is fascinating, right? You'd think it was from Hawaii, but actually the first location was in New York.
Yeah. Good stuff.
There is a Benihana in Hawaii, though.
There is. We did not go. We did not go.
We didn't go to the one in Hawaii.
We did not eat a lot of good food in Hawaii.
I'm not sure if the owner was Korean. He might have been. I know that. Yeah, I know he's not from the U.S. though. Yeah, I bet he started in New York City. Because I looked it up. Because if you watch Chuck, right? If I watched the show Chuck, his friend Morgan always wanted to learn the art of Benihana, and he always said he was going to Hawaii to learn it. So I always just assumed from that joke that was where they started, and it wasn't. I looked it up. New York City.
Oh, guys, we're 4 minutes into this new year. It already feels good. How you feeling out there?
Who's Bretman Rock? So do we meet Bretman Rock? I don't know who that is. In fairness.
I'm so sorry. I don't. Tell us who that is, and then maybe we'll know. We didn't meet a lot of people. I met a lot of Disney characters at Alani.
Yeah, we did.
I made it a point to meet as many Disney characters as I possibly could because the lines are actually doable at Alani. And
Flame is the influencer from Hawaii. Oh, interesting.
no, we didn't. We honestly we're really bad about meeting other influencers.
So we've met a few, and we didn't even know. And yeah, we don't. Before we went to Hawaii, the only people we really watched were Bill and Lisa. If you've ever watched them, they're like a sweet older couple that do food reviews and stuff. And we watched some of their Hawaii stuff, but that was kind of it. We went Cold Turkey.
Yeah, that's another YouTuber that their stuff's pretty good. They go to Seattle, they go to Hawaii, they go to Vegas, LA. They kind of make the same circles we do. So
Yeah.
Bill and Lisa. Definitely look up Bill and Lisa.
Which Disney character was the best to meet at Alani? I'm guessing would be Stitch. Yeah, Stitch was the funnest.
Stitch was the man.
If you're talking about everywhere, my favorite to meet is Gaston.
Oh, that was a good meet and greet.
Yeah,
He like put his hands over our face and he was like, "Okay, let's get a picture."
Goofy, isn't it? Dumb. It's the best. It was funny when we were at the character breakfast at Alani. We had Chip and Dale fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
They were going tit for tat with each other. They were complaining that
Yeah.
they were.
Because saying that Dale was slacking in the kitchen, and then Dale was saying that Chip wasn't doing anything, and it was just funny. It's one of the things at Alani, if you go to the character breakfast, it's fantastic, especially towards the end, because there's not that many people there, and so the characters spend a ton of time with you, and you can have some really fun kind of interactions.
So I don't know how to, because we're not on OBS. If I wasn't on OBS, I could show this. But I'm Adam the Wooing It. Here is me and Stitch. And I think this is actually a pretty good picture of me. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this picture. And I messed up my knee walking on the beach. So don't do that. Okay? I thought I saw a turtle. And it was not a turtle. They were rocks. And I walked like a mile in my tennis shoes on this beach. And I messed up my knee. A lot. I already had a bad knee from like high school, but.
So one person said, "Do you think Minnie and Mickey will ever get married?"
With didn't we ask?
You did.
Didn't somebody like ask us?
No, you did.
Oh,
Minnie was
I
at
did.
our table at Alani, and she told you that you tell Mickey to get her a big ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they ever will though.
And from my understanding, a few years ago, Disney broke them up.
Yeah, like the
So like
official.
in the movies and stuff, they're broken up now. They're not together. So I don't know if Disney ever plans to get them married. I don't see why they're not at this point. It's kind of strange to me. It's like they allude to it, but they don't actually want to commit to it, you know? Speaking of turtles, I have one poking out right now. Be right back. Well, thanks for letting us know.
You know, sometimes you gotta let one go.
Yeah.
I get that.
So Hawaii.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
so
what we were
we're gonna go back to
Oh,
Hawaii.
yeah. We talked pretty much about it.
Yeah, we didn't have a great experience at the condo that we were at.
I believe it's referring to speaking of turtles.
Oh, speaking of turtles, okay. It's funny. I think it's funny. Poop jokes don't bother me. Okay, I work in healthcare.
No. Yes.
He's not.
I do not.
I will gamble with other people's money. False alarm, guys. Hey, you know that's the beauty of cell phones. You can take us with you. I mean, if this is the type of entertainment that you like, I mean, do it. You know, no judgment here. I work in healthcare.
So before we get to Detroit, have you ever tried roulette? Yeah, I've never played roulette.
And I didn't actually do it. I just watched somebody do it.
I think one of the fun things about Vegas, if you ever go to Vegas, is just being able to watch everybody gamble. You can just kind of stand there and watch. They don't mind.
People
so you can
watching.
see all different games. It's pretty cool.
And strange men will come up to you and tell you that they have a free pass from their wife for the weekend. And you just look at them like, okay, what is that? Like, how does that involve me?
And her favorite thing is slot machines.
Yeah.
When it comes to gambling. Detroit, we have never been to Detroit yet. That has not come up.
Gal pal's boyfriend's sister. Okay.
Detroit, huh? Of all places.
I think Eminem opened a restaurant called Mom's Spaghetti.
Yeah, and I mean, you could go to like a basketball game and a football game. Their football team's okay. I mean,
is it close to the lake? Don't go in the winter. Don't go in the winter.
It's on the
it's on the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
That would probably be my biggest tip, just as somebody who has driven through the Midwest of America. Don't go in winter.
Yeah, I want to say we drove past it when we went cross country from New York to Vegas.
It's possible.
But we didn't stay or anything, so really it's nothing. We just saw it from a distance.
That whole trip was a blur for me. I'll tell you why. I worked the night before we left New York, so I was up for like 16 hours. Then I drove for almost 24 hours before I stopped. So I don't really remember anything.
I don't know where Frankenmuth is, and then to Flint, huh? My thing is too, if you're gonna go, always go. Like, always go. And our recipe too, when we go to places, is kind of do the touristy thing the first time. Kind of check out those touristy things, then do sort of the more like specific stuff or kind of like niche stuff. It kind of gives you the opportunity to see everything. How can you drive for 24 hours?
You go on autopilot.
You should watch. We have a chip video on the channel where she does the chip challenge. We both did the chip challenge.
That
and
hot, spicy chip.
Yeah, and you can see her zone out. That's how she does the 24-hour drive. She just kind of goes into the zone, and then that's it.
It's called disassociation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom and Dad,
and
for the trauma. But I also, in my field of work, depending on where I go, I sometimes have to work for 24-hour shifts and then also drive on top of that 24-hour shift. So I have learned how to push through sleep, and I was being safe. Like, as soon as I felt like I had hit a wall and I was done, I was like, we gotta go. And I crashed hard. I had a full-on mental breakdown trying to find a hotel and get some sleep. Like, I was fine, and I wasn't fine. And he's used to it. He knows how to handle my crazy. I apologize profusely to him all the time. I've cried over pizza. I've cried over peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I have just cried in general because my body won't like stop shaking after being in the car for so long and driving and being up. So my body is used to it.
You can drive across the United States. Yes, that is possible. I don't know of a specific road that would do that, but you just switch roads. Like we drove from basically central New York, or well, no, we drove from Albany, so it was almost like East Coast New York. It was almost all the way to Vegas, and then we've taken Vegas to California. So we've driven across the United States. We did Route 66 last year, which we did it all the way up from basically California all the way up to Oklahoma, and then we split off. So there's a bunch of different roads you can take to get across the country.
We have also done Florida to New York several times.
The chip challenge for Blue Ridge, yes, it is a horrible chip. I am sorry that you also have consumed that chip. The graininess of the chip for people who've never eaten it before is the worst part about it, and then the heat just is horrible. Like it tastes like nothing, and when you're chewing it, it feels like you're eating dirt.
Yeah.
And then it's just really, really freaking hot and horrible. And then Macy got the wrong milk, so we weren't able to kill the heat. So even though we had done stuff, it just burned for 2 hours in our mouth.
Again, like these like isms of like life experiences with us is usually me screwing up so But yeah, I got lactose-free milk. And lactose is what kills the capsaicin in the heat. So
we had nothing. So we were
like eating bread and drinking milk that did nothing, and for several hours we were like, I can't talk. Like our mouths were on fire. He got the hiccups.
Oh yeah, I got the hiccups bad. Yeah.
Like 2 minutes in, he was like, nope, can't do it.
It was about 5 minutes. It really just took me out. Yeah.
It was hard. And then I just held on to the table.
So Cleveland, we're going to hit Cleveland first. We'd love to go to Cleveland. We drove during the trip that we're talking about where we drove from Albany to Las Vegas. We did go on the outside of Cleveland. It looked a little run down from the outside, but we didn't actually go in it. But we do want to go because the Rock Hall of Fame is there and some other stuff. So that is on our sort of plans. We're trying to get to the Midwest a little bit this year because there's a few things we want to see there. And Cleveland is definitely reachable, and probably one of the cities we'll probably end up having to fly into, just because of some of the stuff's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
I guess I should recap the end of our year, and then we can start talking about what our plans are for 2026.
Well, no. He wants to know, when is Gary Jr. coming? I'm here. That's my name. My name is Gary Jr. I am actually a junior.
Mi madre.
So it would have to be Gary the Third.
There's no way. I hate to spoil it for you.
Are there good wedding venues in Atlanta?
Get married in Vegas.
I mean, like, do you want like pretty scenes? Do you want a big venue? The plantations? I mean, there are plantations, but they're not typically in Atlanta. Most of them are on the outsides, which you're going to look more like the Savannah area. Stuff like that is probably where your plantations are. If you want the mountains, you're going to be coming up to sort of the Blue Ridge probably area, maybe Dahlonega.
I feel like it gets a little pricey. Depends on what your budget is.
Well, if you want to do Atlanta, most of the time you're probably going to do like a museum or something, I would think, because like views in Atlanta are the city and kind of trees. Like there's not much to Atlanta wedding-wise.
Like up where we're at, it's like you said, it's very mountainy.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more pretty here. There's like a couple golf courses here. I don't know, maybe Savannah. But if it was me, I'd go to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is super simple. You apply for a marriage license about a week out. You go down. Basically, it's downtown. You pick up the license. You bring it to them. They just sign it when they do the marriage thing, and that's it. There's nothing to.
You can literally do it the same day. You can literally do everything that day and get married that same day. There's no waiting period in Las Vegas, and it's cheap.
It's the way to go.
And it's super cheap. We got married with Elvis, which is on the channel. If you haven't checked that out, it is on the channel. we did an Elvis chapel wedding, which I recommend, 10 out of 10. And
And Vegas is a lot closer
I
to
think
Hawaii.
we spent less than $1,000
Yeah.
on that whole experience. It might have been like $750. And we had the owner, like the Elvis impersonator.
Well, and the good thing about Vegas too is we had a photographer that came with them.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures were good. I mean, they weren't the best, but they were pretty good for a wedding photographer. And everything was included. So all you literally had to do was pay them, tell them what you wanted, and that was it. Like that, it was so simple. Other than getting the wedding dress and obviously whatever the groom's gonna wear, it is such a piece of cake.
Sorry, texting my mother back.
So what happened after Hawaii? Where did we go next? We did so much stuff this year.
Okay, so next up,
I think we went back to LA.
I got kidney stones.
Oh, so we went to Orlando.
I got kidney stones.
That's right. We
On the
flew back,
flight
yeah.
back from Hawaii.
Yeah, that
I
was...
got kidney stones. Well, I
That's
had the kidney stones probably before the flight. It's not like they just poof came into appearance on the flight, but we got massages at Alani the day before we left. I thought I tweaked my back.
Well, they were rough with the massages.
It was a lomi massage, and they were like throwing our bodies.
They were like jumping up high. I mean, it was like wrestling. You could
like
literally,
she picked my leg up and
yeah.
bent it in like weird directions, and I was like, I'm gonna try and enjoy this.
Mine didn't talk at all, but breathed, and it was like you just feel her breathing on you. It's like this is very weird. It was a rough massage. For me.
So we get on the plane and we're sitting down, and I'm getting like a weird feeling in my back, but I'm like, maybe it was the massage. Like they were really rough, and maybe she like, twerked me a little. I kind of subsided. I took some ibuprofen, and that was a 6-hour flight from Hawaii to LA. Thank God we did that, because I don't know if I would have survived. I really don't know. And so the pain was like very mid, maybe like a 2 or 3. Like I just figured I had worked my back. And we get to the lounge, and it's almost time for us to get on our next flight from LA to Atlanta. And all of a sudden I'm just overwhelmed with pain, like overwhelmed to the point that I was like, this isn't good. Like I was like, maybe this is gas. Like I don't know. So I get up and I start walking around, and it helped a little bit. We get on the flight. Thank God we were in first class, because I think I also would have died if I wasn't in first class. And I literally sat in my seat like this for the entire 4.5 flight home. Then we get to Atlanta. We had to get a rental car because we didn't park our car at the airport. We just left it at home and took a rental car to Atlanta, and then we were going to take a rental car back. So we get in the rental car. Gary drives us back. I'm like, okay, I think this is tolerable. I think I'll be okay. We get back to the house. The pain kind of went away. It was like back to a 2. Again, just kept getting waves of pain, and it would go away, and then waves of pain, and then it would go away. Well, we had a trip to Orlando planned, and I was like, well, we need to do this, because I had tickets to go see Sleep Token, and we had plans to go to Universal, and I was like, we'll just figure it out. So we get in the car. We made it to Valdosta basically before I couldn't take the pain anymore, and went to 3 different hospitals trying to get help. Finally got help after 16 hours and multiple ERs, and it was kidney stones. It was 2 kidney stones, and then I was like feeling much better once they got my pain under control and they got everything together, and I was like, yep, we're going to Orlando. And a trip that should have taken us only 6 hours took us almost 24 hours to get from our house to Orlando. But we still went to Sleep Token, so that was what we did. I passed the kidney stone. We got annual passes to Universal.
Yeah. Paradise Girlie said that you should drink hot lemon water every night and avoid tea.
Ooh, I love tea.
Yeah, she loves tea. That's the only thing she can actually drink because she's a diabetic. I mean, you can't drink any soda you want.
I try
But
to
it really
avoid
does
diet
shoot
soda.
up the blood sugars if you drink regular sugar sodas.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really care for diet sodas. So she drinks tea pretty much exclusively.
I drink unsweet tea.
Yeah.
90% of the time. And then sometimes I'll do like unsweet tea that's like sweetened with Splenda. I either drink that or I do drink lemon water. I do drink lemon water. Like I buy this crystallized lemon powder and I'll put that in my water.
That's bad for kidneys.
It is, yeah. Well, here's the thing. When we were in Hawaii,
Yeah.
homegirl didn't do anything but drink energy drinks.
Yeah.
So that was me. That was my bad. I set myself up for failure.
Plus, we weren't getting any sleep at the place
Yeah.
we were staying at because there was no air conditioning. It was like the 27th story, so it was like an oven during the day. And the sheets were like sandpaper. Is the best way I can describe them.
Yeah. So I set
It was
myself
not
up for failure.
not a good experience at the place either.
So after that experience, I have not touched another energy drink. Since then, I went back to coffee. I do love coffee. It's just coffee requires a little bit more work than just popping open a can of Celsius. So yeah, there's that. But Sleep Token was amazing.
It was a fascinating concert. I've been to a ton of concerts in my lifetime. This was definitely up there. The stage was really coolly set up, but the show was very much like a play.
Yeah.
Like they did not really interact with the audience, but they went through their show fantastically. And I don't know how to explain it. They were just really, really good, but it was just like watching a play because they didn't really interact with people that were there.
Yeah, it was a strange show. I would still see them again. I just don't know that I would pay as much to have the seats that I did have, because we were front, like as front row as you can get without being in the pit.
Yeah.
We did see a lot of people with fake tickets.
That was fascinating seeing.
I have never seen that before.
I didn't know so many people could fake Ticketmaster.
What does my sweater say?
Extra was.
Backstreet Boys. Established 1993. Because Backstreet's back. They are my favorite band. One of my favorite bands. But like they are the band that I've loved the longest. Genuinely.
Yeah, which
Loved.
I think leads us to after Orlando. Then we went to then we went to Backstreet Boys. Didn't we? I was born in 1999. I graduated in 2000. High school.
We already talked about the Backstreet Boys concert.
Wasn't it after Sleep Token?
No, Sleep Token was later. Sleep Token was Kidney Stones. Backstreet Boys was July.
Oh, okay.
No, but we did go, while we were in Orlando, I did get Labubus. I went on a little Labubu craze, and there are Labubus kind of hidden. They're like little hidden Labubus in this room. We've got one on the curtain. I've got one tucked in my cabinet back here. I've got one on my bag. I think I only have 3 Labubus. I might have 4.
I think I have 4.
I've got 3 or 4 Labubus. I don't need any more Labubus. But yeah, so we did that. We got our Universal annual passes, and we kind of walked around, and then we came home. I have 5 Labubus. I'm just looking at a picture of it right now. I have 5 Labubus, so I don't need any more Labubus. Don't listen to me when I say I want more Labubus. I don't need any more. We went back to Vegas, though. We went back to Vegas in October.
Yeah.
For birthdays and anniversaries. We were gonna try and go to Horror Nights that trip, but because we do get a free ticket to Horror Nights with our pass, but you had to like sign up for it ahead of time, and we didn't sign up for it ahead of time, so
We went a few years ago, but we haven't went recently. It's a fun experience if you haven't been to Horror Nights.
I have to have somebody in front of me and behind me. I'm a chicken. I don't like dark spaces. I genuinely have a phobia of dark spaces.
Have you seen Fugglers? They're cute in an ugly way.
I have seen Fugglers. They are cute. So Fugglers are cute. I don't know if I would get a Fuggler because I don't have anywhere to put it right now. But I'm sure I'd find space somewhere.
You should go to Horror Nights.
Yeah.
We missed the year they had the Ghostbusters house, and they did a Stranger Things house that year too.
Mhm.
Last year there wasn't too many. I think there was a Five Nights at Freddy's that would have been interesting, but the rest of them, nothing really like stood out to us. Hopefully this year they'll have some good houses though. Maybe we'll head out.
Yeah, so we went back to Vegas in October. We went to the Golden Tiki, and that was pretty much it. We ate.
We went to Hell's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, we went to Hell's Kitchen. There's another recommendation. If you're still here, I think you're still here. There's another recommendation. Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, we lived up to the hype.
The what is that called? The wrapped steak in the puff pastry.
Oh gosh, I just
I can't remember what it's called.
It was just there. It was the
It was a snake. It would have bit me.
gosh, it's got the puff pastry. It's got the mushroom in it.
Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington. There we go. Yes, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing beef
So good.
Wellington.
Lived up to the hype. Like, I don't know how to say this, but like a lot of times, and if you consume social media, then you know, like, there's a lot of people out there who'll be like, this restaurant is fantastic, you need to try this and you need to try that, and then you go and you try it and it's absolute shit. That was our fear going into it, that it just wasn't gonna live up to the hype. Because he's like,
I just thought it was going to be okay and not great. I didn't think it was ever going to be bad, but it turned out to be amazing.
was so delicious. The service was amazing. The food was amazing. He even tried a drink with coffee in it, and he doesn't drink coffee.
Yeah, I loved it.
And it was so good. And we're gonna try some of his other restaurants the next time we go back.
We'll try the fish and chips and we'll try some other ones. It's really good.
I didn't see his daughter just got married. But I think his relationship with his daughter is so cute on social media. Like, she calls him out on his shit. I think deep down he's just like a really sweet man. I think he is. I think he's just a sweet man. And that whole persona that he puts on is a bit. It's all just a shtick for him.
I loved their TikTok when he was asking her what her favorite chef was in Britain, and she's like, "Oh, Jamie Oliver."
Because I too like Jamie Oliver.
So after Vegas,
The Beckham's so cool. Yes. What? Maybe one day I'll know a celebrity. Maybe one day. I mean, technically, I guess I do know people who are famous, but I don't talk to them.
That couldn't be less descriptive. So after Vegas,
We
it's
went
almost
back.
Christmas. I know
We
someone
went
else
back
had
to
Christmas.
LA, and then we ate at our favorite restaurant. And if you don't know, it's Din Tai Fung.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, our favorite restaurant right now is Din Tai Fung.
Because it is consistently good. Service sucks every time we go.
Well, unless you go to Disney,
Yeah,
downtown Disney.
downtown Disney in Anaheim.
Fantastic
is
service.
Perfect.
The rest of them, meh. But the food is amazing.
The chocolate mochi with the salted cream.
The Zao bao buns, the Zao long bao, pork. Oh my gosh.
So good. And there's nothing quite like Din Tai Fung on the East Coast that I have found.
If you know of a dumpling place on the East Coast, we are up for trying it. We've tried a few, nothing has lived up to it. And we ended up going to Huntington Beach. No, what's the pier in LA that starts Route 66?
Santa Monica.
We went to the Santa Monica Pier. That's where we went to. We
Yeah,
got
we
to
went
go
to
there,
that location.
which was cool. It started Route 66.
We went back to Vegas that trip because
That's how you got the car.
because we went to Vegas. We had our couple of days in Vegas. We went to work, drove back to Vegas, flew out of Vegas, which I don't think I will ever do again. It was a trial. We were just gonna see if like that was something we wanted to do. Won't do it again, but we did get to go swing by our favorite place, which is the Bellagio, and do the gardens. And then I made some soup. Went to a really weird antique store here. Found a iron statue that I really want to get, and I would show it, but it's inappropriate. YouTube would definitely flag it. Oh, I got a new tattoo. We got our windows tinted in our car. These are all like real life things. We went back to LA. We went to downtown Disney. I bought a jacket. I didn't type on. You're seeing a pattern here. You're not wrong. We went to Knott's again. We watched some old YouTube videos.
We got to meet the Grinch. That was cool.
We went to SeaWorld.
Which I hadn't been to in like 25 years.
In Orlando. We flew back home. We went to SeaWorld with a really good friend of ours and her kids.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on Sesame Street.
Yeah. Kids are not for me. I mean, I love kids. Like, I love my friends'
kids are
kids.
wonderful. They're just not mine. That's good.
Yeah. Like, I love my nieces and my nephews. Oh, I say that like I have multiple, but I have a niece and a nephew, and I love them to pieces, and I love my friends' kids. So, it was fun. We met so many characters though. We met the Count. We met Elmo. We met Zoe. Cookie Monster. And I got to talk about Rocco. If you know anything about like Sesame Street lore, like Rocco is like a whole beef with Zoe and Elmo. And I don't even have kids and I know this because I just think it's absolutely hilarious. Elmo hates Rocco. The penguin encounter at SeaWorld,
amazing.
the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's freezing in there though, like absolutely freezing.
But it was amazing.
But it's like an open exhibit.
It was like you're not supposed to touch them obviously, and we would never touch them, but you could just reach out and touch them. I mean,
They are so
and there's no
close.
glass between you. It's literally just them.
Like you're in their exhibit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then we went to Ice at the Gaylord with a good friend of ours.
Which we've been wanting to go for years, so it was nice to be able to find
That was
another.
also really cold, and I don't recommend going unless you have gloves and a hat and a scarf because the parka that they give you, not good enough. It doesn't even have pockets for you to like hide your hands. My fingers were numb within the first 2 minutes because it's 8 degrees. It's 8 degrees. How they get it in the Florida heat to 8 degrees, I will never know. The Gaylord is also like another resort that we love. Like I do love the Gaylord. It's really nice to go and like walk around and look at. Did I go to the Eras tour? I did not. I did not make it to the Eras tour. I was not making Eras tour money at the time there was the Eras tour, and we had a lot going on.
We saw it in a movie theater.
Yeah, we did see it.
In the movie theater.
And I've watched it a few times here at the house. I'm actually currently watching the Taylor Swift docuseries right now. I'm like halfway through it. I was doing it while I did my nails the other night. So we did Ice. And we went to Deezerland.
It was cool. I loved. They had Knight Rider. They had 18. They had
So many cars.
the Batmobiles. I mean, it was
James Bond. So many James Bond.
So many Vespas.
So if you're ever in Orlando, check out Deezerland. They had like an indoor go-kart.
If you like 007 movies, you have to go because they have just about they have a vehicle from every movie, and most of them are Bond's cars. So if you really like cars and you like 007, that was definitely a must.
Yes, I do Gel X. They are the Gel X nails. Yeah, I will show closer. I did mostly like chrome pinky and then like this sparkly, and they're stilettos as you can see. I did those the other night. These are my New Year's nails. I don't always go this long, but I'm home for a couple more weeks before I have to go back to work. Thank you. I work real hard. On them, so you know, hours. I literally sit at the dining room table for hours. High maintenance, low maintenance. I do eyelashes. I do my own self tan. I do my own hair. The only thing I don't do is wax myself. I will wax my face, but I don't wax anything else on myself. I seek out professional help for that.
We're almost through the year recap. I know there's some questions that people asked. We will get to them, I swear. We're just trying
So November was Thanksgiving.
to recap.
We didn't do a whole lot in November, but we did rent a cabin. We had some friends and family come spend time with us, which was amazing, and we had such a blast. Started a grease fire in a cabin.
We got it out. No
We
damage.
did. We got it out, and
It was in an oven. It wasn't
shout
big.
out to Annie. I don't know if you're here, if you're watching this, or She cleaned that oven. That oven was spotless, and she is amazing, and I need to send her some stuff because she is amazing. She deep cleaned that oven. We also did our first 5K. My first 5K. I don't know if you ever did a 5K. So I did my first 5K ever. We did a turkey trot on Thanksgiving, which was insane and crazy, but I did it, and I was so proud of myself. So much so that I signed up for another 5K that we just did last week. We went back to LA, and on that trip, we got to go check out the Mattel headquarters.
Which was really cool. Looks exactly like it does in the Barbie movie.
Yeah. And I got to put myself back in the Barbie box. You ever done a half marathon? No. I am not ready for that. I'm gonna have to work for that.
Yeah.
But my time is not good. I'm not half marathon ready. I honestly thought I was gonna die several times during the turkey trot and my last run, but I was like, it's fine, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be over in 20 minutes. Again, you disassociate. You go to that special place in your brain, and I believe in you. 2026 is here. Thank you. Well, we'll see. I need to actually have time to train. That's the thing, is finding time to train. Now, if we were in Orlando where I could like speed walk the theme parks every day, this might become a reality.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be a marathon runner.
He did. He used to run. When I met him.
You heard the fettuccine Alfredo, really, so
yeah.
So you Michael Scott it is what you're asking us to do?
you get to the point and you're like, when I met Gary, he ran what, like 10 miles a day?
Yeah.
And I was just pacing to keep up for like 1 mile. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different me before grad school.
But he's gonna get back. He's making it. We're getting there. We're getting there. His dad, I say his dad because he's upstairs. His dad runs like 6 to 10 miles a day.
Yep. Right
now. So he runs up a lake and he runs downstairs on the treadmill. That we're gonna get to this, but this is our 2026 plans for next year. We got to see that epic.
How do you run 10 miles a day? You just do it. You just start and then you just don't stop.
You're like Forrest Gump. I'm gonna get your dad a Forrest Gump shirt that says I just felt like running and I kept going.
Get through the recap.
Okay, so when we went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame that trip too, and then we saw this epic billboard for Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
It's on our TikTok. It actually is on our YouTube Shorts too.
It was amazing.
It was so cool.
Fog. 2020 vision board.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I promise you. Just stay with me. 2 more seconds. Well, maybe 5 more minutes. I'm gonna try and get through this. We went back to Universal Hollywood because when we went and did our VIP tour back in June, we reached out to Universal because it was bad. Our tour guide was just awful. And so we talked to Universal. We actually talked to the vice president of Universal PR, communications, guest relations, something like that. And so she gave us tickets to go back and basically try again, essentially. And so we went back to Universal Hollywood to try and do that, but unfortunately Gary hurt his knee. So we did not want to sully that experience. We just stayed in the hotel, rested before we came back home. And on our trip home, in the LAX Delta Lounge, I met Christine from Sister Wives. If you don't know who that is, I can show you the picture. And then we came home and we immediately went to Orlando, where we did the Universal Orlando Holiday VIP tour, which is highly recommended next year. If you show the pic, okay, I'll show the pic. If you want to meet the Grinch, then you need to take this tour.
Yes.
Because it was worth it. Here's the pic.
And you meet a really nice Santa Claus too.
Yeah, the Santa Claus
it's worth it too.
Was amazing. She was so sweet. Christine was the sweetest person ever. Like she was so sweet and just so kind. And I really love her. She's like my favorite on that show. We also had a great tour guide. It was like night and day from our Universal Hollywood tour and this tour. The Grinch was amazing. Santa Claus was amazing. We got to meet Max. We got to have VIP seats for the parade. We got to ride one ride, and our tour guide, because we were all adults, took us to Men in Black. So that was cool. And then what else did we do? Hang on, I'm scrolling. I got my tattoo colored. Will Gary ever dye his hair? Probably not.
I did do the M&M dye back in the day. Just to be aware. That's the only time I ever dyed my hair.
Oh, we did a movie marathon at the drive-in.
The drive-in movie marathon, which was amazing.
That was so cute.
And I got to see It's a Wonderful Life.
For the first time.
Well, not for the first time, but in the theater.
We watched it on the plane. And since this is the most recent, it's still healing. I literally just took the Tegaderm off today. This is the new tattoo. It's still it's a little scabby, but she's healing. She's healing very nicely, and I'm excited. And then I'm going back in like another week, and we're gonna kind of fill in some of this blank space here. And then unfortunately, like we mentioned earlier, Adam the Woo passed away literally the day I got this done. That's it. That's the end of the year. We did it. We did it.
So we have a couple questions to go over that.
Okay, let's do questions.
What did our Christmas tree look like this year? So sadly, we didn't really put up a Christmas tree this year. That's the one thing that we didn't really do. My dad has a nice one, but it's just kind of a traditional tree with some
it's
old
ornaments.
School ornaments.
Yeah, it's ornaments that like your mom made and like very like 90s tree.
So the channel apparently ate 20 Cane's tenders, and he wants to go back for more. I get you, man.
Ooh,
I
love
say though, Cane's have shrunk their tenders lately.
Yeah.
They used to be really big and really cheap and really good. Now they're just kind of small, but they're still really good. And the cane sauce.
I love Raising Cane's. I will always go to Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is deliciousness. Although supposedly your Cane's is overrated. Okay, well, Popeyes. Okay, I do like Popeyes. I like their spicy. I like Popeyes spicy tenders. But sometimes I go to Popeyes and the chicken is a little tough. Like it's been frozen and
I will say that when Cane's used to be cheaper, I think it beats Popeyes just because of the price. Chick-fil-A sauce is a good one. But when Cane's raises the price, I would probably go Popeyes because I do love the biscuits and stuff at Popeyes.
Yeah, you can get biscuits. You can't really get good sides. Like when we get Cane's, we
Cane's
get double fries, no coleslaw, because the coleslaw is just not good. Which we did actually last couple days ago. We went to the city. We went to Atlanta, and we tried Fox Bros Barbecue.
Very good.
OMG. If you are in the Atlanta area, if you're coming to visit Fox Bros Barbecue, that was just like Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. It lived up to the hype. We got to try food that was inspired on like our Delta flight, and we're like, if the food is this good on a plane, imagine what they could do with an actual restaurant. So we finally had time to do it, and holy shit, it will be up on the channel here soon because Gary hasn't edited it yet, but in the new year, look for it. It's coming.
I have not tried Guthrie's yet.
Guthrie's?
Somebody asked us if we've gone to Mama La's or Rafi's in LA or Pink Hot Dogs. So we've been planning to go to Pink's Hot Dogs. We just haven't made it there yet. I haven't heard of Mama La's or Rafi's, so we'll have to look into those.
Yeah.
We haven't tried any of those restaurants yet.
We recently tried Tito's Tacos. I think it was Tito's.
What's Tito's Tacos?
We tried Tito's Tacos. And also another favorite of ours in LA and Las Vegas is Randy's Donuts. Okay, Randy's Donuts.
As for Super Bowl picks, I don't really have any Super Bowl picks.
Well, at least it's not the Chiefs.
Once the Bucks get out of it, I have to be honest with you, I don't pay too much attention.
I'm not gonna care.
Yeah. I'll watch the Super Bowl, but I just don't at that point.
I haven't really watched the Super Bowl. I will probably watch it just because of who's performing. And I want to show support for that.
And I think we've hit all of them except for the one that said Delta One sucks. I will say,
it's weird.
It's disappointing.
It's a weird experience.
Because the few that we've done have been so old that it's like, why are we paying so much for this thing that feels like it was in the 80s, but it's probably like the early 2000s? I mean, the screen for my Delta One from Atlanta to Hawaii was all like faded, and it had discoloration in it and stuff. It just feels like it could be better, but they just don't know how to like get it there. I can see Gary getting down to some Bad Bunny.
I don't know if he listens to Bunny.
I haven't really listened to Bad Bunny. Got nothing against him. I hope his Super Bowl show is good.
Yeah, I liked Kendrick last year.
Yeah. So I'll be interested in seeing that.
That's probably all we'll watch, to be honest.
I think you would be surprised with my musical taste. Just to let you know out there. Isn't a bad one.
What is your musical taste?
We can talk about it some other time. So we were going to talk about plans for the future.
All right, so now we're talking about 2026. All right, so 2026, we got some goals for next year. So the biggest project we have. You want to start with that, maybe? Should we start about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some acreage here.
You think Drake may see? You think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl?
Huh. I mean, it would be on par for the Patriots. They usually win Super Bowls.
We're going back to Vegas in February, so we've already got plans to go back to Vegas too.
Yeah.
We'll be back there.
I have a doctor's appointment, so.
Yeah. No, after this I have to edit a video, so I don't get to go to bed, just to be clear.
We're actually like night owls.
Yeah.
We actually operate late at night, so like for us, like this is kind of like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, and it's funny too, with the amount of time that we spend on the West Coast, it kind of messes up our time schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So like right now, it's really only like 8 o'clock, and so it's weird that we don't always get out of the West Coast schedule, even when we're in the East.
Hawaii
for a while.
really messed me up though.
No, Hawaii was weird. It was 6 hours out. It was just like this.
And when I got back to town, I was going to bed at 7 p.m. and waking up at 4 in the morning. I was like, who is this person? Like, this is not me. But I was waking up at 4 in the morning, making coffee, eating yogurt, going for a walk.
That's still early though for Vegas.
I was just like, who is this
The
person?
good thing about Vegas though is that everything's always open.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I love.
Ooh,
about
so
Vegas.
since you're in Vegas, have you been to, oh, I'm assuming you probably have, but the Red Rock? We used to go to the Lucky Penny all the time in Red Rock. Like, that was like our midnight, 2 a.m. We were hangry, so we would go to Red Rock at 2 a.m. and go get food all the time.
All the time?
Because it was close. It was closer to where we were.
Yeah, because we lived out by Red Rock when we lived there.
I miss it. I miss Vegas. I miss Vegas so much.
I live in Omaha. Wow.
How is Omaha?
We drove through there.
Yeah, we did. We drove through Omaha.
Yeah. It seemed like an interesting city. We didn't stay very long, so I don't really have any feelings one way or the other towards it, but it did seem like an interesting city.
We got about 10 minutes until it's New Year's Eve Central Time, which is probably Nebraska, right? Right? You guys we're almost to the night for you guys. Like I said, we have no like time limit for this live stream. We're basically gonna go till this tablet dies. Which I don't know. It doesn't show me what the timing is for the battery, but it also hasn't popped up that my battery's gonna die soon.
It's
So
a big city. Steaks are good.
I've heard the steaks are good. I think Nebraska was where we had to get gas and had to go to the bathroom, and we pulled off and we went to that because we didn't think there was going to be gas for a while.
It was the Glory Hole bathroom.
And we found like this gas station with a glory hole.
That wasn't
bathroom.
Omaha though. It was a different.
Yeah,
part
it
of
was
Nebraska.
outside
Yeah.
Omaha. It was like middle of nowhere somewhere. And then like we got back in the car after that and like had to take a deep shower kind of feeling. And there was a gas station like 5 minutes down the road that was much nicer.
Yeah, funny story about Omaha steaks. Back in the day, my parents actually bought a bunch, and they came rotted. So they had to send it to this place called the Octagon, which had like wild tigers. And so the wild tigers ate all the steaks because they weren't. I guess they got unfrozen. Now this was back in the early '90s.
That was before HelloFresh got big, I guess.
I like South Dakota better.
I've never been to South Dakota. I haven't been to South Dakota.
Yeah, you've been to North Dakota, right?
Yeah, I think we went to North Dakota, but we haven't been. Omaha Steaks is a scam. We don't recommend.
We don't endorse. I get that. Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Good chicken there. I like chicken. Chicken is like my go-to.
Oh, there's been there.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I always thought that they were in Omaha.
Yeah, we learn something every day. So
going back to my 2026 plans. So we've got some land back here, and we are going to be building a big metal. We think we're going with metal. We still got to get a couple more quotes. But we're going to be building a big like storage building back here. And in that building is going to be like a garage, and then upstairs, because we're going to make it 2-story, upstairs is going to be a new podcast studio that we're going to be able to customize and make it to our liking. We're going to make it like soundproof, and we're going to get to build the lighting and everything the way we want it.
Kind of what we had in Vegas, but it'll be nicer.
Yeah, it'll be a lot nicer. Yeah. And then we're going to have an office space, and then we're going to have like a hangout space, and then hopefully, eventually, once that settles, then we're gonna build like an outdoor kitchen kind of area for us to hang out outside too. So that is the big project for next year.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
We're gonna be putting a lot of our resources into that building. So a lot of the channel may be us building this building next year.
Well, I mean, we'll still be traveling a lot, so.
Yeah, and then we're gonna probably keep our big trips kind of more local and a little bit more closer. Just to try and funnel as much funds as we can to this building. So that's our big project for next year.
Yep.
Anything on you guys?
No, they said they're excited to see the recording studio, and someone said they hope they can hang when we get to Vegas.
I'm down. I'm always down. I'm always down to meet people.
Yeah.
So maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I think end of January, I think is when we're gonna be there. I will definitely, I'll make some updates, and you can always reach out to me on Instagram and like send me a message that way, or on TikTok, and we can definitely meet up for sure. We'll make that happen. We'll figure it out. And then what is our other plans for next year? That's the big plan. Honestly, I haven't planned much past that. I did get tickets to go see Dayseeker in May. They're going to be in Pomona, so they're going to be on the West Coast. Oh, that's awesome. And then I'm so glad I made somebody's day today. It's a new year, and see, the grapes are already working. You got to eat the grapes. Eat the grapes. It's never too late to eat 12 grapes, and then it just gets better from there. And then so we're gonna go see Dayseeker. I've been listening to them for about 2 years now. They just released a new album, so if you kind of like alternative rock, they're a little bit like Linkin Park is kind of how you put it.
I don't think I've ever said that.
You did a long time ago.
They're just kind of a rock, kind of like metal.
Little screamy, like there's a little screamy in it.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Pearl Jam's okay.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of them when we were in Seattle at the big museum there, Pop Culture
Museum, because that's kind of where they were from, right? Was Seattle? Seattle's a cool city. We haven't been back in a long time. We would definitely love to go back.
Yeah, but this year we're thinking of we want to get a little bit in the Midwest, because there's a few things we want to do in the Midwest, and it seems maybe like
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
The Christmas Story House, and there's a baseball field. Well, that's Fenway. Fenway's not in the Midwest, but
yeah, it's not the Midwest. And then there's Chicago.
And Chicago.
Yeah. So we've got a couple baseball games we're gonna go to. We did go to the fish market when we were in Seattle.
Yeah, that was cool. Watching them like throw the fish.
Oh, that was one of the cool parts. The actual stores there are freaking phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, we found some store with like antique posters. That was really cool there. And then like the gum wall was really weird. The gum alley.
Yeah, that was
gross.
That was kind of disgusting.
It was weird but cool all at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It was really fun to be there, but at the same time, you're like, ew, I'm surrounded by people's saliva
and
like,
spit and.
But it was really cool to see.
I bet Elf would love it.
And we will see the Bean when we make it to Chicago for sure. So we got a couple of Midwest things, and then
Oh, we have a couple conferences that we want to try and make happen next year. We want to try and go to IAAPA, which is IIAAPA, which is like the amusement park attraction annual convention that they have in Orlando. So if we can make that, it's usually in November every year. So we're gonna try and get on that. Ulta Beauty World is supposed to be this year in Orlando, and I want to try and get tickets to go to that. And I think we want to try and go to a con if we can figure it out. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that's been our goal for a while, is to hit up a con, but it never works for our schedule. That's just what always works. The Tannenbaums, best Christmas store, maybe next year. So we've never been to Santa Fe, because someone asked us that. And that's New Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We only went to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
And kind of what we drove through on Route 66. We never really made it kind of off there.
Yeah.
We definitely want to go back though, because there was the White Sands is there, and some of the other stuff that we saw while we were there, and obviously Roswell.
My company gets contracts in New Mexico, so it's possible that we could get there for work. It just depends on needs in that area.
Look up Bronner's in Michigan. Ooh. Okay. I'm looking up the Tannenbaums too. I've never heard of that either. The big Christmas.
Is that like the soap? Is that like Bronner soap? Out of curiosity. I don't know.
We have some interesting Christmas ideas for next year. We're not sure how they're going to work out yet, so I don't want to talk about them too much. But I have a really good one that I'm excited for. That if we can make it happen,
It involves New York City.
Yeah, it'll be a great vlog.
It involves New York City. We will say that. It's very much like we're both on the same page about this, and we really want to try and make it happen.
Yeah.
And I think if we can, it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Oh, your dad wants to go to Austin City Limits.
Yeah, Texas.
So we're definitely like we're huge in like trying to make his dad's wishes come true if we can make it happen. So he verbally said he's always wanted to go to Austin City Limits. So we're gonna try and make that happen if we can. We've been trying to also do like some more national parks in Montana because he also really wants to see Montana, and I want to take him to Montana. It's the national parks are taking so much planning, and I feel like even more so now.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Agree.
And if we're in New York City, we definitely will see the tree. I'm not sure if we'll be there for the tree lighting,
Yeah.
but we loved Rockefeller Center when we went, so we would definitely go back and see that stuff.
You mean Times Square?
Yeah, that was great.
we actually we had a really fun time in New York City, and we got a driver the second day so that we didn't have to keep
And
hailing
we did
taxis.
go to 30 Rock.
Yeah, we did go to 30 Rock. We actually had a driver take us to like all the hot spots.
Yeah.
I went to the Tiffany's right after it opened, and the one that's like 7 stories.
So we did not specifically eat bagels. We did do New York pizza though, and not Sbarro for the Michael Scott lover that's in the chat.
We had to find a gluten-free pizza place, and so we just went to like some hole-in-the-wall pizza place that was, you know,
Very New Yorky, but
it was
very good.
it was down by the pier, or not the pier, but like where you take the ferry boats. It was kind of where it was.
I've not seen Bozo. You mean Bozo the Clown up over? I've not seen that. That's kind of, it could be scary. Could be scary.
That does sound scary. I don't like clowns. Which is why I haven't stayed at Circus Circus, and he wants to stay at the Clown Motel that's in Arizona.
Yeah, I did. Right next to the gravesite. If you ever watched the Random Land, he's gone there a few times. I totally want to do that.
I don't like clowns. I don't like
It's
clowns.
like Bozo's Inner Thoughts. It's really funny. I used to watch Bozo as a kid,
I did
actually, on
too.
WGN.
I didn't watch it as much because it came on Sundays and I was in church.
I was
So
not, so I enjoyed it.
the only time I could watch it was when I was at my cool friend's house who went to church late. And I would get to watch like the first half hour of Bozo.
And we've never been to the gathering of the Juggalos. No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know that I want to. They scare me.
They don't scare me.
I
never
listened.
thought about
I
going,
listened to
honestly.
Insane Clown Posse though. I did. I very much listened to Insane Clown Posse when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So Could I have been a juggalo in another life?
Well, you'd have to like clowns first. I mean, you'd have to like clowns.
I don't know what happened that made me not like clowns.
Uh-huh.
Because clearly I watched Bozo.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the fear of clowns came in, but I don't know. I watch it though. So I don't know. Maybe I know that clowns are inherently evil. Maybe I'm okay with evil clowns, but not like happy-go-lucky clowns. Like maybe they're hiding something. Like maybe they're hiding something. It's like, fun fact about me, since I'm sharing facts about my life. I one time dressed up in full mime gear. Like face painted white, did the mime paint, and did a full mime in front of my church congregation. So, and then one night I got drunk and performed it for him. So, fun fact.
Folsom Street. Did we go to Folsom Street when we were in San Francisco?
Is that the road, the windy road?
No, she said they said that there's a street fair in San Francisco.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the place we went. We did so much in San Francisco that I
We were at Pier 21
yeah.
or whatever that was. We did Alcatraz. We did the Walt Disney Family Museum. We went to Lucas Arts. We did the Bay Bridge. We went to Chinatown and got fresh fortune cookies.
That's really cool.
That was the coolest shit.
That was really cool.
We went and saw the seals at the
Lions,
pier.
yeah. We were slammed there. We had a blast.
He got food poisoning,
Yeah, sure did.
which is Gary lore. Gary we go to a new city, he eats seafood, he gets food poisoning.
A lot of the time, yeah.
Has he learned his lesson? No.
I do it for the channel.
Do it for the channel. That's another shirt I think that we're gonna do next year is like hashtag do it for the channel. So we've got hashtag Gary is my guy and hashtag do it for the channel. So Gary is my guy. Hey, I love it. I think that was fantastic and I absolutely love it. Oh, I miss saying Happy New Year. I got so Happy New Year, Central Coast timers, if you're in Central Coast. Happy New Year.
Well, now it's really like when you're watching like MTV and they switch to the other coast, it's like 10 minutes too late and like, woo!
Woo! And the party's already going on. Yay! Eat your 12 grapes. Yay! Oh, another superstition is you're not supposed to clean your house today.
And
On
you're
the
supposed
first.
to be wearing red underwear. Don't forget to wear red underwear today.
I don't think I did that.
I did. I do have red underwear on.
I didn't wear red underwear. I don't even know what color underwear I picked. I just grabbed. But there's red on my socks. Does that count?
I don't think that's underwear.
It goes under your clothes.
That's a
So.
scratch.
It's a superstition.
I mean, that's a stretch to be red underwear.
I don't know. I don't know what I put on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I took a shower. I don't remember. I just got dressed. Blanked out on that part.
So do you have any more goals for next year?
I want to run another 5K.
Okay.
I want to do another 5K. I'd like to do at least 2 next year again.
Yeah.
What about you?
We already talked about mine. Midwest, baseball games.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
That's pretty much all I got.
Okay.
Yeah. Going with the flow. I'd like to do some more movie scenes when I go to LA.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. We talked about
Because
doing...
we've mapped out the Fast and Furious locations. I want to do those. We've mapped out in Orlando the Ernest Saves the
Yeah, I was just
Christmas
gonna say that.
locations. So we're going to do those too. And then we've got a couple other movies too in LA that we want to check out locations for.
Mhm.
Would you dye your hair green and orange?
Me or Gary? Yes, rest in peace, Paul Walker. I have the pictures of the site. I didn't post it on Instagram or anything because we're not really big into like death tourism. If you like death tourism, then you need to watch Carpetbagger. Carpetbagger does a lot of like death stuff. Like he's really into taxidermy and like the macabre.
Yep.
So if you like that kind of stuff, you might be your jam.
Well, we did go to Paul Walker's grave site we talked about earlier.
Oh.
You mean the Baggins Bagans Museum?
I can have a guest come on here who has been several times.
It's been several times.
And she loves it. I love Zach Bagans, or as we like to call him, Douche Dash. However, if you know the tea between Zach Bagans and Holly Madison, I don't know if I can respect Zach Bagans anymore. I mean, I always kind of thought that he was a douche, but after hearing what he did to Holly Madison, come on, like she is Las Vegas' sweetheart. She's the Playboy. She was the Playboy girl on the show from like the Playboy Mansion back in the day.
Thank you, channel, for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Yeah. Reach out to us on Instagram, and we'll keep you up to date. Happy New Year.
So now, what's the tea now? Someone asked what the tea was.
Okay, so Holly Madison, she was one of the former Hugh Hefner's girlfriends, who like was on the show. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was the show about the Playboy Mansion, like back in the early 2000s. And so she was one of Hef's girlfriends, and she was dating Zach Bagans for like the last 3 years, and he, I guess, was like constantly like controlling like she went to the gym, she couldn't wear certain things because men would oogle at her, and
So she had stated this?
Yeah.
Just to make it clear?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
that.
no, no, no. She has completely.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
on her TikTok.
Just to be clear, we're not accusing Zach Bagan of it. She said it, and we're just
Yeah.
repeating those things. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is all from her TikTok. And I guess also she waited, like she never like introduced him to her kids because she never felt like, she feels like her dating life needs to be separate from her kids. Like her kids don't need to be a part of her dating life. Like she tries to keep that separate.
So it just wasn't a good thing? That's...
Well, like I guess he like basically verbally abused her.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like what she was leading to, and like he cheated on her
Oh.
and lied about it, and then she caught him, and then he continued to lie about it. So
So that's the tea.
so yeah.
So you're hesitant to go to the museum because of that?
No, I don't like. I'm
you're
scared
just
that
scared
a
of
ghost
stuff.
is gonna follow me home. But after I found out the tea, it kind of goes back to the Disney thing. Like, do I want to support somebody who's such a douchebag? But Holly Madison, if you watch her TikTok, she does a lot of stuff in Las Vegas, and I do like her channel. I like her. I think she's cute. Okay, I need to shut up now. I think she does a good job.
Did you watch the episode where they made the chocolate molds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I watched all of that show.
So what show
it.
is that?
I think it's Girls Next Door.
Okay.
Let me see. Playboy.
Oh, so it's her. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking who did it. I was like, did they make
Bunny.
chocolate molds at the Zach Baggins Museum? I was like, that's weird. But I mean, FLM is right there, so.
Yep, it was called The Girls Next Door. And there were 3 girlfriends. There was Holly. There was the really sporty one,
Okay.
and I can't. And she's kind of gone off grid. Like she doesn't even like she got married to like a basketball player and had like 4 kids. And like I see her TikTok sometimes, and she's like, I don't care about the beauty industry anymore. She's like, I'm just gonna be me.
Good for her.
Bridget, I think, is the other one. I don't remember her name. But anyways, I used to watch that, and there's like a whole lot of tea too that they talked about, like living in the Playboy Mansion and what their life was like with Hugh Hefner now that he's passed.
I can't imagine that would be an experience.
I always wanted to be in Playboy. Anyways,
Anyways.
I think that's why I watched the show, because I wanted to be in Playboy. So for next year, I want to get in Playboy. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's it. I think that's it for next year. I mean, I really just want to bring more positivity into my life and maybe cautiously open doors for relationships because life is short.
Okay.
So that's how I'm gonna try to go about next
The
year.
world does need more positivity. That's
It
for
does.
Sure.
It's dark when you really look around.
I just think a lot of people are struggling right now. That makes it kind of difficult to see the light. So we hope that with our channel that people get to see maybe trips that they aren't able to do, or just have fun with us and tag along, because we're just trying to enjoy what we have.
Live each day to the fullest, really, honestly. That's all you can, I feel like that's all you can really hope for, and just try to do better every day. Like, every day is a new day. Like, you get a clean slate, and you get to choose how you are going to do that day. And you know what? And also give yourself grace. I think we're also hard on ourselves.
Yeah. We had a dog that passed away a few years ago, but every day that she woke up, it was like a new day, and like she was just like everything that happened before was just erased, and she was like a new dog every day, just totally happy, totally excited to see the day. And it's like I wish I could conjure some of that energy, because that positivity would be.
Gonna be honest, every 5 minutes it was like a clean slate.
Yeah, it was. She was a fantastic.
She was a firecracker.
Yeah, she's a fantastically crazy dog.
Yeah, she was. She was very much a firecracker.
So we're trying to harness some of that energy with our goal for this year.
Yeah, and out of curiosity, for those that are still here, what content would you guys like to see us cover next year? Because we're always open to like what people want to see, because we just kind of go off of the numbers sometimes. We're like, oh, this did really well, maybe we should do more of that. We don't really get to like talk to our audience and be like, hey, like,
yeah, so tonight's been really fun.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. We've really enjoyed hanging out tonight, honestly. This is probably the best live stream I think we've had.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Also, I think what's crazy is we grew 5,000 subs this year. 5,000. Let me say that again. 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000 people found our channel, hit yes, and decided to follow our channel. That's insane to me.
And we're so thankful for it.
Yes, like, we are so deeply thankful. And what's crazy is I think like 1,700 of that came in the last month.
Yeah.
Insanity. And like, we didn't do anything different. We just did the same.
It's good to have you along, Paradise. Sorry you have to log off, but
It was great
Happy New Year.
chatting.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
and definitely send us a message on Instagram if you want to meet up in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that would be fun. Exciting. Thank you for hanging out with us. What was I saying?
You're just talking about how big
Oh,
we're
how
on.
crazy
Yeah.
the channel has, like, the growth has just been crazy. Like,
I mean, you think about it too, like, we really started putting stuff up in, I don't know, gosh, I don't even know what year it was, but it feels like it was only a few years ago we really started going at it, and it took us forever to get to 1,000.
2021, I think, was really the year that we went back and we really hardcore committed.
And it took us till like 2 years ago, so what, like 2023, 2024, to get to 1,000, and it was just this grind, but we loved the videos and stuff. It was just like the numbers weren't coming, and then this year for some odd reason it just started ballooning, and we're so grateful and surprised at the same time that it's just like
The Backstreet Boys
happy.
content did really well.
Yeah, and we just enjoyed making videos, and I'm hoping that people enjoy like the behind the scenes stuff, the movie stuff. We love doing theme parks too, so that's never going to stop, and just traveling. I think the one thing we're trying to be better at is when we do trips, finding stuff along the way that we want to see. So kind of learning how to do the kind of like roadside attractions and finding them, because doing them is always fun. It's just kind of finding them that's the difficult part for me.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's a roadside attraction that's not far off from where we're at. It's the Bigfoot Museum.
Yeah.
But a lot of the roadside attractions don't let you film.
Yeah.
So
it's finding those too. Yeah, that makes it a little more difficult, but it's still just finding them too.
yeah, because like when we do experiences, we want to be able to take you guys along. However, I would like to say this: that never stopped Adam the Woo. That never stopped Adam. He was like, well, I'm gonna take some pictures, and then I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna show you guys the pictures from my phone. I'm not gonna upload them to the screen. I'm just gonna show you on my phone, and I'm gonna talk about it. And you know,
Maybe that's the approach we take.
I think I'm gonna try next year to be a little bit more like Adam. I'm gonna try and woo it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what we call it. We call it wooing.
Yeah, we call it wooing it, and I think I'm gonna try and woo it just a little bit more, because I think he did a great job of taking people on journeys with him, and I think that was just so cool to watch and be a part of, and we're really gonna miss him next year.
Yeah.
It was a huge part of our life, and didn't even realize it until the rug kind of got pulled out from under everybody.
Yeah. I think that's kind of one of the things you learn too, just growing up, is like, you know, life's short, so you gotta just enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah.
And so on that happy note.
Well, it's 1:18 in the morning.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to.
We have been live streaming for about 3 hours total, which
Yeah.
is amazing. That's a record for us.
Yeah, it flew by.
It did.
We loved it.
And
Thank
so
you guys for participating, for showing up, for likes and subscribes and all that stuff. Thank you.
we will definitely try to do this more often, and I will definitely make more posts on the YouTube socials and then over on Instagram. And we hope to make this more of a regular thing next year.
And check out our awkward chats anywhere you get your podcast. We're firing that back up. We kind of took a break. We talked a little bit at the beginning, but we're back, and we're going to start doing it at least monthly, if not more. So please subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcasts. It's just awkward chats.
Mm-hmm. We're really going to be pushing awkward chats next year. That's going to be our.
So if you want to have the behind the scenes, kind of what's going on, kind of what we did tonight, definitely subscribe.
And so happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And I hope you guys have a great day.
Yes,
And
and thank you all for
a fantastic 2025.
Yeah.
You guys have shown us so much love and support, and for that we genuinely can't say thank you enough. We really can't. Like, you guys are amazing. So, and with that, the live stream is over. Bye. If I can.
She-
If